You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tatah. The Africa we want: unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherlands calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa.
After centuries of misguidance caused by slavery, colonization, lack of awareness of our history, and institutional disinformation, a new Africa is on the move, determined and getting organized. Afrika tuko pamoja. Welcome to the United Kingdoms of Great Africa. The United Kingdoms of Great Africa is the credo of the alliance movement of all African intelligences around a common ideal: the unity and development of a strong, conquering, and completely dedogmatized Africa through the channel of a strong organization called the Africa We Want Global. You are an African, Afro-descendant, researcher, historian, scientist, or simply an NGO. You want to be part of this great historical march towards the total freedom of an uninhibited Africa. Visit our website www.africawewantglobal.org. Register and discover the range of our platforms for change. AfricaWeWantGlobal.org. Join the kingdom, be part of it. An initiative of Dr. Susan Tatah.
You are watching the Pan-African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tatah. The Africa we want: unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherlands calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan-African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa. So good evening everyone. Good evening, good morning, good night to most of you that are watching us where you're already sleeping. It's a good thing. It's a nice thing. It's a wonderful thing again to be here live on the Pan-African Daily TV with you. I hope you are hearing me. I hope you can watch me, because a lot of things have gone down the rail technically, so I'm using a new set of stream. And first of all, I want to apologize for those of you that should have been following us on Facebook. That it's unfortunate that this new studio and streamline doesn't connect us to Facebook. Facebook is not granting us access. So some of you that have the capacity to watch us on Facebook and YouTube, be aware of the fact that we cannot be live on Facebook platforms, but on YouTube. I want to really thank all of you, and there's a lot that have happened in the past and in the last days. A lot of you are reaching out like, where is she? Where is Pan-African Daily? Most of you who actually did not follow up our conversations that Pan-African Daily was going on toward the Panama city in the Caribbean, where we had this one in a lifetime historic event, the journey of motherland reconciliation and its diaspora, from Dr. Melinda Harris Barrow. We'd been explaining it, we've been communicating it for more than 3 months before this event took place. So the fact that a lot of people did not hear and were reaching out to find out what is happening with Pan-African Daily means actually to us that this information actually did not circulate the way we thought it was. It meant that a lot of people were actually not on the same, scale or the same communication frequencies like we were, because we announced, we explained, we raised funds so that I could be a part of that journey. And Fortunately, we did. So I'm really here to give you a quick short feedbacks on it, but it's not possible that I can give you everything that happened. So what will be happening is I'm going to get a team of analyzers on whom we were on this journey together, and so to share the perspectives of what actually happened during these massive days and in Panama. But what I can tell you from my point of view and my understanding is we are already there, people. I mean, what we saw, what what we felt, the connectivity, the connection, the love, the organization itself, the head of the organization, the vision of these visionaries out there, is just pointing to the same direction that we are saying it is our time. It's just the time now. It's an unstoppable time. It's an unstoppable awakening, revolution, freedom. It is unstoppable. So we're going to be taking the pieces of every piece of this journey and putting up together to analyze from the time the vision started and from how we got into it, the different processes that we went through, the project, the event itself, and the community and our people out there, because exactly that's our purpose, that's our mission, to unite us, to connect the dots together, to bring the Africans worldwide, across, at home and abroad, into this connectivity of Ubuntu. So I hope, before I will get into the conversation, I want all of you to settle down, because there are really some critical things that I'll have to share with you. But you see, my spirit is a little bit down before I came on this conversation, because we just lost a very important. Every African is important, but this one, because some people are just important in their services that they do for the people. On We just lost a brother in Stuttgart, Germany, here in our community, particularly in the Cameroonian and African community. And this news got to me before 30 minutes before I had to go live, and I had to just, pull back a little bit, just chill, before I come up, because the shock is deep, the shock is heavy, the community is broken. I mean, the news landed this morning, from what I know, and people have not even been able to digest it, to accept it, to believe it, to accommodate it, and so it's still like something that is not really true. Like, everybody wants to, like, this is not true, right? Because this brother was a very, like I said, the people, all of us are existing. But when you do something special, when you are on a mission and a service, to support, to help your people, to take them to the next level. And so when you transit, it's different. Like, we just hear some other thing, or some person passed on, you just like, wow, it was his time. So some people are deeply connected. So on behalf of the Pan-African Daily TV and Africans worldwide, we actually want to address our condolence to this African community in Germany, particularly in Stuttgart, particularly the Cameroonian community, who actually had been part of his journey. The brother worked with Air France for a long time. So all of us who had to connect, every migrant that had to travel back home had to pass through him. He would support you to look for cheaper fares, or even through your transport or your luggages. People really, he was like, the consultant for travels. You want to go anywhere around the world, cheaper tickets and stuff like that. It was not just because he was working there, but he actually put his people first. He actually did that service diligently, wholeheartedly, so we could get cheap fares. You could know what airlines, he could compare it. You could wake him up at any time in the night, and he will look for those support that we need, even to weigh your luggage and stuff like that. So it is deep. It is really deep in our heart, and yeah, this is going to stay in this community for a while, for a long while. But as we heard, he passed on the continent this morning in Cameroon, in his own land, after a short, brief illness, from what we know. So our condolences, like I say, to the entire Cameroonian community, African community, Cameroon itself, yes, and Africans in Germany. So, like I said, a lot of things have happened, not just the journey of reconciliation in the diaspora in Panama, but also we've heard break-ins, even while we were out there, this crazy type of shootings that just have been occurring in the Americas in of late. It has been crazy. We also know about highlights on the continent. You know, we heard a very funny video, watch it. We still digging to get the research of it, you know, like some head of state, I don't know, or the world systems just met in UK and they were trying to strike some oil deals in the name of Africa or continent or whatever. So, you know, a lot of things that are just going on. And we saw some protests out there. A video was sent to us, but we cannot share this information if we're not really sure about it. We don't know what is really happening because we're not Africans that recorded it, but something was going around like that. If you know anything about it, if you also watch it and you think it's worthwhile sharing, you want to drop a comment in our chat so we can bring it to the audience. And anything you also know about the shootings out there. I mean, it's not like it's about, you know, people are going to like, you know, it's not about the breaking the negative link, but this is part of us. This is part of us. We can be on the positive. Even this is a positive vibe for us to analyze the situation, the times in which we're living in, and so we can begin to understand the impact of COVID, this lockdown, how much it dealt on people. You know, a lot of people are going to say yes, like the culprits or those who commit such crime, white people who would just jump up and just shoot carelessly. And then you hear people start giving all these kind of excuses like, you know, they are sick. And I ask myself, sick? If you're sick, so sick, why don't you just kill yourself? Kill yourself. Why do you think your life is worth living and some other person's life is not? And you hear people taking excuses like it was trauma, it was all this bullshit. Nothing. I'm sorry for my language, for my French. Why would you choose a kind of for people to kill? You're so sane. You're so very okay if you make a choice who you want to kill. You are so very okay. Correct. Nothing. And when they go to the court and you hear one count or this and that for murder, and we know a lot of Africans that have been put on the death roll for maybe, I don't know, I don't even know how we can justify this kind of thing. So you see, the more the vibration, the more the negativity, the reason, and the more need for us to continue on our work, on our journey of reconciliation, on our business for unity. Because the enemy is not asleep. They're just not asleep. And the only thing, the only possibility that we have, we know it, set your alarms. And we did all that work. Everywhere we went in Panama, we asked people to set their alarms and they did. You will not believe that power, but you will realize it as time goes on. That we are not in here just to make stories, just to create things, but every vision comes with a unique purpose. Love is the only. And you know, because aliens, they don't have love. That's the only place you can beat them in. We've said it a couple of times. Just jump into a supermarket or in school and just kill black kids. Kill people anyhow. Just kill black people. Just hang them. Just torture them. Just murder them. All right? Just drown them. And when it goes to, you know, perpetuals of lies, how to twist it and bring it on that spot, they tell you it was sickness. They are sick. What? Go and kill your damn self, for God's sake. You're so sick, but you know that life is good. But you know that you can enjoy. You know that you can live to breathe the air. And someone else doesn't. And someone has to be contaminated because of your sick. Because of your so sick. Go and kill yourself. And so, my dear people, it is a business. It is a war. It is a challenge. But we know where the solution is. We know what the solution is. We know how to beat this. We know how to overcome this. And it's unstoppable. So the issues that, like I said, when we go through this journey of reconciliation, we went to Panama, it was really actually like we went for that journey. But to be honest with you, you're going to see from the analysis and the theme that we're putting up here, and even from our own Pan-African Daily TV team, the team that actually supported me to be on this journey and sent even one of our senior executives to be with us on that team, it was incredible. Because if we just went for the conference, we'll just be talking about the agenda and about what personalities. But this was a mission from the ancestors, because the timing, the everything that we were out there, it was a whole school, was a whole learning process. It was not about just going and just, reporting about our people there. The community that we met out there, please, if you're watching me from the continent and you think you're so African than your brothers and sisters in the diaspora, I bet you're so wrong. You are just so wrong, because I got myself in a place where I say I'm a village girl. I know Africa and I love Africa more than any other thing. And that I would die for this Africa, and that nobody possess conquer Africans than me. But I saw babies that love Africa so much. I said babies means they're not even on the journey. They've not been in the experience that I've been through. I love Africa with every beat. I met people, elders, they don't even know where Africa is. If you ask them the map, apart from them just know, because they're so conscious, they know that they all come from Africa. They know. But they've never been there. They don't even know where it is. They don't even know how to board a plane and go to Africa. I mean, like the ones in the wood that just know, yes, we know about our history. We know that we came here from generation to generation to this. But go and see something. Go see unity. Go see what we call unity. Go and see the identity. We were less Africans than they were, to be honest with you. And it's like each time when you leave the diaspora and you go on the continent, you're always thinking that you're African enough, until those that own that place, they begin to look at you and they really know that you're a stranger. And each time I ask myself, Stevie, why do they look at us like that? Are we not black enough? We just black. We dress African, but there was just something about us that probably did not seem African enough. And so they posed to take pictures with us, to ask, and to, I keep asking, how come we are one? So that's the point. Just being black is not enough. Color, and just say no because we look alike. The last days, the last minute before I left Panama, I starved almost, and I had money in my hand. But because it was the euros and they deal with dollars, but because I could not speak Spanish, and Stevie had already boarded his flight before me, and I nearly starved. Because yes, we look alike. I met my brothers and sisters in the street, but we could not communicate. I couldn't tell them I need to change a dollar because I don't speak the language. And so we're coming back to some of these critical things when we see the diaspora complain when they go on the continent, and they feel lonely, and they feel like, yes, we are one, but something is not adding up because of these chopped up crazy aliens that chopped off us into pieces, and we don't even know what another, put some strange kind of languages in our mouth. We can't even communicate. I see you, you see me, we look alike, but something is just a barrier. And so they can hold their dollars in their hands, and they are in Accra or Kumasi, or they are in Lagos, and they can't buy food, because luckily, maybe we can even still talk in this foreign language called English. And some broken, and some people will understand us. So imagine countries like this, like Panama, where they speak just Portuguese. Not even English is the second language, or French. So, but you see our people, they fight every day, and a lot of them could speak. A lot of them study by themselves. I mean, to speak another language that they can communicate with one another. And so we had some people, even though we jungle and we broke, I mean, not the ones that came for the conference. I mean, we went into the hood Because like we say, don't visit and just stay in the capital city and stay in the skyscrapers. When you're an African and you visit your community, don't stay in those luxury hotels. There always is a second story from what we see in the pictures. And we had to dig that out. Stevie, Stephanie, and we moved into the woods and we saw the real Africans. Of course, the ones in the city, everybody is the same. But when you meet business people, it's different from when you meet community people. It's the same thing you go on the continent. When you hang up in these capital cities and just board a car and talk to everybody and think that you're on the continent, go to the village, go to the neighborhoods, even in our own communities, go to the ghetto, go to where the people are. That's when you will hear the real thing. That's when you will know the real stories. That's when you will know who is who in that country. Now you doubt why, when we say they bring negative narratives about us, when these crazy journalists go out there, they go into the neighborhoods and dig those stories, and then they put it in their own way, they brand it in their own way to sell for whatever thing they want to make money out of the Africans, as usual, as has always been the case. And we begin to wonder. It's the same. If you go like a tourist and you just want to, you don't want to give up your privileges. You want to stay who you are. You just want to not leave it a little bit because you don't want to dirty your feet in the mud. You don't want your legs to touch this. You just want to be. You're never gonna know anything. You're still always going to be ignorant. You're still going to be that product, okay, that they try to sell to us. But we did something really different because we knew our mission and our purpose. Of course, we followed up the journey of reconciliation, and Dr. Melinda, a powerful, incredible queen, put up that thing out there. Brothers came from all over, and sisters and kings and queens. You don't want to believe it. Who didn't we meet there? And so all these people, we're going to put them all here, and they're going to be analyzing the conference from different perspectives. So we are doing something. It might not be correct. It might not be so nice. It might not be so perfect, but we are on it. You don't want to imagine the impact. What would I have been doing in Panama? We knew Panama in terms of business when you heard about the Panama Papers. That was it. Of course, we heard about the canal and stuff like that. Why would I go to a canal and be looking at stories and trying to mimic things that my ancestors came and created, and somebody is just sitting on it and making money? That wasn't interesting to me. I read about it in school, in history, in geography. I saw all that. So that was not our point. We didn't even put a feet there. Let's go and see water flow and they tap everything out of it. No, we were there for our people. How are they living? Do they know where they come from? How do they interact with one another? But I can tell you, my people, I don't know how to be grateful. I don't know how to be thankful. I don't know how to encourage you to leave your comfort zones and go to where the action is, so that you can be uplifted, so that you can go to the next level, so that you can vibrate from another point. I don't know how I would be able to sincerely put it out there for you to get it, but I will try my best. My team and I, Stevie, who was there, and the speakers and the ones that we could meet there would be here. We have a 3-person team that we've put on. Stephanie from our senior executive team. We met a young brain from Haiti. He's going to be our analyst as well. We met a powerful queen of the Mandelas of the Kingdom of Embo, my own sister, Jessica. She was there. So these are the 3 perspective that I'm going to bring on the journey to Panama. And we're not going to do it just once. We're going to be doing it series per series, because there was just a combination of everything in one full package. Okay, so that is going to be very, very challenging, but it's going to be very, very inspirational motivation now for you to just understand how we visit, how we travel, the challenges that we go through. Because until this last minute that I was telling you that I nearly starved, and I nearly even would not have gone to the airport because I had a 50 euros bill and I couldn't change it into a dollar. For more than 5 hours, I was turning around the city from bank to bank. They don't even hear. And everybody just looks at you and you show the bill and they shake their head. And that's when it dawned on me that when we sit sometimes here, When I sit sometimes here and we like, come back home. And Africa is, oh, you come back home. We would fix it. And so, do we understand the challenge when you are in a place where you feel you belong? You see the same people, but you cannot communicate. Now I felt that challenge of the diaspora. When we sit and people that have been, they've never touched foot on motherland, and they put their baggage together and move for the first time. They don't know anybody. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, because you have to be there to understand. But our spirituality, our vibration directs everything and put it in place. Our Ubuntu, our solidarity. When you are conscious, you are purposeful on this kind of a journey. And so, but imagine if you're not conscious, you just go like a tourist. That's why you see some countries come back and they say, never ever. And that's why you see even some of us, we go to the country and say, never ever, I can never stay here. Yes, it is so frustrating that you can pack your things and just go and say, never ever. Africa, keep your whatever you say you are. But I was not on the continent geographical space. I was in a place where my people are. You know, language barrier. These are all the evils, what we call the strategic evil of enslavement and colonization. And now the third baby born is called globalization. Mix everything. Now we just mix and get confused. No, don't even talk about that. That was the past. You know, you keep talking about the past. You know, don't even remember that. You know, I don't know why Africans cannot just move ahead. They keep always taking the luggage of the bear. What? If you're not African, just keep your mouth shut, because you don't know nothing and you can never understand. When you live in your privileges and you think that you're a superhuman being, keep your mouth shut out of our business. Let us fix it. Don't come again with another concoction as if the one you've already done is not enough. And you want to begin to bring another kind of, no, we're just human. Now let's just forget it. Why are we even focusing on this? It has to be black. It has to be white. No, we're just one world human. Give me a break. Go and create your own and stay in it. We are on our business to fix and unite ourselves and get out of the way. You see us coming, run for your life. Run for your life. But the beautiful people of Africa keeps it real. My people, hi, they keep it real. What I saw, I mean, you know me, I'm all emotional. I cannot even keep it. That's when I said we are on it. We only need to just figure out and see, because sometimes we're so negative in our spirit that we keep always talking the negative instead of the positive. Instead of saying we're united, we say, oh, we're divided. Instead of saying, no, we work together, we say, no, we're not working together. Instead of saying, we're so united and we support each other, we say, no, you see, our problem. We always with our problem. No. I can give you one-on-one that we are not. It needs only the recognition. It needs the consciousness, the particles to put together, and you would see. I take an example, and that's even the biggest reason why I said I'm coming up today to show my face. Remember, I told you about the theory of show face in African culture, our traditions. Show face is a very unique strategic marketing communication. You can put it everything, business even. Show face, ooh, that's a big thing. So I decided to show my face here. And first of all, the biggest message is to prove to you that we are united. I give you all evidence that we are united. And so there's nothing about we are divided. Take out those vocabulary out of your mouth. We are so united, you don't want to believe it. Number one, it takes just a few committed. Like we say, it takes just a 12 galaxy. Just a few. And even not even up to that number of 12. But we setting our alarms at 12, but it takes a few dedicated. So like you see, my senior executive women and some of you that actually did support it as you could, send us on this journey. And the women like, no, Dr. Tatah, you have to go. And they send me on the mission. And then even a senior member on the team said, no, I can't even leave her go alone. Bought her ticket, paid the room that we shared together, from food to everything. That's the power of unity. We have never met. We met for the first time. It was like we knew ourselves thousands of years ago. And of course we did. We only must have forgotten with the lies and the junk that we keep downloading and even justifying it through our communication. Every single soul that we met, we were united. It's like we knew ourselves 1,000 years ago. So if a small dedicated team of women could take charge of the Pan-African Daily out from ticket to everything, and a sister put in 1,000, a sister put in 300, a sister put in 400, a sister bought the ticket, a sister reserved the stuff. It didn't take how many to conquer? That's what I'm telling you today. We are so united and we are so supportive. And from this day, I know we can achieve even just more. But you need to invest in the business of our unity. You need to contribute to Pan-African Daily. I never was a fan of telling you, contribute to us and do this. But what we went on this mission and we are bringing to you, I just imagine if we would triple and we would have a funding and that we can go into the world and bring this news of our unity to you people. We don't need to sit in any parliament and put some laws that govern and tell us how we have to unite. We only need to go and on this journey of research and bring you every positive and 150% result that we are united and that we are supporting one another and that we are as powerful as never before. We are. But our eyes have been tuned to see it differently. Our lips have been tuned to say it differently. Our mentality, our vocabularies are so infiltrated that we keep saying the opposite of what we are. Do you want me to tell you again over and over? Our mentality, our vocabulary, our miseducation tells us the opposite of what truly we are. That is one of our challenge. So it depends on how you see it. That's the point. Do you see it half full or empty? That's the point. Our eyes, what do they see? What do our eyes translate in our brain and we bring it out in our mouth? And what do we hear? We are so damn united. Now our team is coming up to say we need dedicated members on the Pan-African Daily TV that will put in every month $100, €100. We are on this mission. And the truth is right there in our communities where our people are. And nobody is saying that truth. Nobody is teaching you actually the power in our unity and the way we are. Nobody is doing that. It takes a conscious mind. It takes a high vibrated spirit to say, it's all lies. All the illusions that we're seeing as symptoms is fake. They are illusions. What didn't we see in Panama? Like I said, people that have never ever been to the continent, if you start thinking, no, I need to go onto the continent to be safe. No. Yes, it's also good. Sorry for saying no. Yes, that's it. But you can still be that where you are, because we saw it. We drove in their buses, and we saw the kind of respect I've never seen in my life. Been on the continent, I don't see that. Let's be factual, because it's the truth that will set us free. That's why I said, if you're watching me from the continent and you think you're so African because you wear African clothes, because you woke up in the morning, you are so blessed and enriched with the mountains, the rivers, and everything, and you maybe, just maybe for 1 second, think you can disrespect somebody, your brothers and your siblings in the diaspora, because maybe they don't speak some dialect like you. You are so damn wrong. Because the kind of humility that we experience in the neighborhoods, oh my goodness, the embrace. I mean, you look at us like we had known 400 years ago. Not even a second to even like, who is this? Everybody just comes, senorita, and they just hug you and they just give you, sit down and you eat together and you just, what? As if it's a kind of another place. That's the real life. We drove in buses, we see young people, particularly young men. Oh my goodness. Stand up to give seat to women, to girls, to elder. I don't know where I saw that all my life for long. I don't know where I saw that. Like somebody will give a seat for you. Elders come in, women, children, they just rise up and they give you the seat. And you tell me what? And they tell us we're so divided. Who? Who has that audacity to tell you you are not united? Who has that brain? The liars, the thieves, the murderers, the killers tell you and you buy it and you even pay your money to study it. Go into the world, experience your people, connect with them, see them, they see you, smell them, they smell you. Sit down and eat and dance together. So the journey of reconciliation in the Panama was something else. And that's why we say the Pan-African Daily, we're doing a great job. You, this family here. I don't even know how I can say, because if you do not send us with this kind of positive vibration, if you don't send up with these prayers, and you don't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you had contributed. It's not about money. But we are saying, if you cannot contribute, you know somebody that will contribute that doesn't know that Pan-African Daily exists. Because when we go out, we're going on a mission to bring back what inspires and motivates us to even work hard for our unity, to disengage from all these lies, to disengage from all this miseducation, to disengage from all these intentions to keep us into bondage. But it's over, because you need to go to where the rating. That's why do you think that they don't show us? And we keep saying all the time, oh, they don't show us all these images. We don't see all these images. They show us only images, because they know. They know the truth. They know how entangled, how bonded the Africans are. More than how many years? I've never seen a people that don't live their culture, even if they don't know. People, what is that? Who can explain that? And we talk about, oh, researchers, anthropologists that are doing the, no, no one will come to tell you that. Never. They will see A and call it Z. No, it's even always like this. I don't know what happened to these brains. Okay? Because if you see it with a conscious eye, you go on mission for that. And you see just what you want to see. You see until you don't even have eyes to see. Because I was just like, we were just like screaming every time. Everything was just, whew. Nothing is stopping this lie. So it is not that we are not united. It is not that we cannot support one another. We cannot do business with one another. We cannot develop ourselves. No, it is just that the truth has been kept under the carpet. The evidence of the story and the little ones that we think and we engage in even finding. And sometimes I used to ask myself that, well, even when we talk about some of this one, like we need to research, I must say, research what? we have a saying in Cameroon that they say, this actual, you remember I told you about the yellow soup that is really as white and as yellow like this, and you want to tell me what? Like, you see it is white and yellow, and you still want to make something out of it? you know. So you see something that is white and yellow, and you still want to dig into it. So you want it to become black? You want it to become, I don't know, green? Because you see it. That's the evidence. What is it that I need to go and research and dig? No, I want to find out that. Your spirit needs to be intact. That's your research, Africans. Set your alarms at 12:12 p.m. on Ubuntu. When your spirit connects, that's your research. Game over. All right, but if you're so excited, like you want to know plants and leaves and trees and food and seeds, okay, fine. But now you're going on the journey to discovery, not research. Look at the word research and discover. Those two different things. As a matter of fact, we are on the journey of discovery. We're not researching anything. Researching also is like, okay, I want to find out, is that really true? And then you come now, you put the two things like, oh, this is a fat lie because this is this. But like I said, it takes us too much time. Then we have to go and research. Then we have to kind of write the books. And then we start asking people, read books. Read what? Your book is your spirit. Your book is the love of your brother and your sister. That story can never be told. People keep asking me, Dr. Susan, I want to read your book. I said, I don't have time to read book. I'm just a book, too much. I could write everything, but why do I want to start to write? And if I write, one person will buy it. Of course, I know our elders are saying, read a book, read 4 books every day. It's going to take you closer. Everybody has his own gift and talent and mission on earth. If your own is to read books of your ancestors, read it. Me, like this, I've never read a book and finish it. I've never sat down. I have all type of scripts and everything that I had to do. Even when I was doing my research for my studies, it took me always just listen and look around. Because when you are in that spirit and the love is there, everything just comes. It's a download. Is there. You want to go and start looking what? And particularly you have to, the research of reading the lies from one lie to one lie, gather all the 20 lies and then come up with another combination of either this and this and this and this and this. You are a book alone on its own. Moving book. All of us are moving books. And the stories and your book is just going to be read by the steps you put and the mission you are on. Your book is visible enough. The chapters, the pages, okay? It doesn't matter whether it's the biggest 600 pages, like some people say, oh, we do a research and we do a manual for this. It doesn't matter whether they're 1,000 pages. But your book is visible in you, in your words, in your action, in your mission, in your purpose. That's your book. And it's billions of pages, like we said. Because you know how many ancestors that are in you alone. So you want to write your own book. Which one do you want to start writing? Just write your book by putting this mission in place. You'll be representing the millions that are in you. Because it's not enough to write just a book. But you can read the books and get inspiration on how we eat well. Stevie was telling me, oh, Dr. Susan, I just see you don't eat well. You don't even drink a lot of water that you sit and tell us that we should drink that water. Because there were just a lot of things. You know, like I get some privileges here when I sit at the Pan-African Daily TV and I'm saying, we drink water. Because I'm here, I have a lot of things and I drink water. But when I went out there on that mission, hey, people, if Stevie was not with me, I could dehydrate. I could tell you. Because she keeps buying the water and just putting it there. Have you drunk water today? Go and take water. Goes out to the lobby, bring the water. My brain, my mission is just too much that I don't even have time to drink water and mind my African business. Can you imagine? Me of all. Me. The queen of drink water and mind your African business. I didn't even have time to mind my African business because, you see, I was coming from a conservative place where I just thought I could sit and drink water, and you see that vibration is always like chill down, relax, relax. But I went into a place where people humble me, and I relax and I relax and I relax until I didn't even know how to. Sometimes we're just like, but you see, everything, like in Kenya, we say Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means take it easy. Take it easy, slowly, slowly. Don't rush. Don't jump and kill yourself. One step after the other. It's everything is in control. Okay? So yes, we can bring all sort of principles. Your book is you. Your book is you. And I like Chino. Yes, Kojo Mensa say drink water is coconut water. We did that, my brother. Kojo, we drank. I will be sharing the pictures with you. I just don't want to package everything today because it's a whole journey. Remember, it's a journey of reconciliation, motherland and its diaspora. And if we want to start putting we drank fresh coconut water, the heat, the music. Oh my goodness, the smiles, the colorful clothes, the children. Stevie had to tell me, stop stealing people's children. You can steal people's children. I go, because everywhere we went, it was like they climb on your back, they are on your soldiers here. They're just like, you just want to carry everyone with you. No, I've never seen a place where children don't refuse you. Here, you look at a child and they just look at you like, oh. Or you even like, hey baby, and they just like they even trained to know you, your colors. Like they train dogs to know us. But here, like a mother, before you look at them, they just carry up their hands like this, like, carry me. They just put up their hand. You carry them and they just put their heads here. Like they recognize that grandmother was there. Like they just recognized that Mother Africa was there. Everything was just like melting into one. So what is it that who can lie to you? And you see some lies, they will concoct it and tell you they're shooting in America, they hanging in America, and the incarceration is because they are sick. No. That's still another narrative. Even us. That is, even we say we're on the journey of healing. We're on the 80s in Panama that I know, Even when we keep on that and say, we need to heal, it's still another concoction of lies. You are so good. You are so healthy. You need to uncover the lies. You need to be on the mission. When you see it, nothing. Nobody can lie to you again. Nobody can tell you anything different. It's a whole lot of lies that have been trampled on, hidden under. You hear like the saying, and you hear like you go into this Jesus culture and they tell you it took only 12 disciples for Jesus to conquer the world. And now you begin to understand the ethics and the code that we've been given on 12:12. So it doesn't really would have taken all of us, the 2 billion, to liberate or to free ourselves. It would take just a 12 disciple to go around, bring these stories of how united we are, of how powerful we are, of how strong, on how unbeatable we are. That's the story. That's the message of unity. That's the power in unity. That a small team of dedicated queens would send Pan-African Daily on a mission. And we went and brought back that passage of love, of unity. We went and uncovered the lies. We went on that mission and saw. And we can guarantee and tell you your people in Panama are okay. Yes, they would. Am I saying that we don't go through daily challenges and hurdles? Am I saying that they're still not marginalized? Am I saying that even the indigenous people are still not, in pain, in chains? No. But I'm saying that is just an internal issue that we could deal with nothing. And because even still, that marginalization that we keep talking about is still a concoction. It's still under somebody's agenda. It's still under somebody that wants to perpetually begin to make you think you are not worth it to enjoy. Somebody who makes you think you are so dumb, stupid, foolish that you don't even know what unity is. Somebody who makes you think your people are so backward that they don't know what it means to unite and work together. Somebody who is just there and line and line and line. Somebody who is just there keeping you from drinking your natural resources and keep selling to you. They don't even take your tips. This is the second country I went through where our people were, they don't take tips from you. They're just happy that you're there. Only the water. Hey, the vegetation. What do you want to say? Into the village, people, everyone wants to greet you and laugh and smile with you and take pictures with you. I didn't really like the picture taking of us because I like, we are not strangers. We are one of you. We are one of you. Why do you take pictures with us like we want to go back? Like, no, we are here. This is us. See me, touch me, feel me. Wow. We crossed the road and you could hear some of those sounds that you don't hear. Horns. That's a sign of living. You know, sometimes we're just so quiet. We just like in a graveyard, in a systematic graveyard. So even to horn is too much noise. Yes, because only in graveyards, people don't horn, they don't make noise, they don't laugh, they don't shout. Even the rains are quiet. But thank you, Sharia. Thank you. Thank you, my sponsor. Thank you, my ladies on the queen. They say yes, yes, so beautiful. You know, like us, like even the rains, they drop and you don't hear tat, 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 you know, and then and even the balls of the rain, like the thickness is so light that it's just like showers. Now go to the tropics where all African people are. We have what they call rains. And I used to tell you, we did a conversation shortly on that about rains, how when it hits the zing on the continent, it romances you and you just go to sleep. Hey, Panama has the rains. Panama have those rains, people. Yes, of course, because they're in the tropics, because they're Africans. So they everywhere we are, it's the same temperature, it's the same thing. They have those rains. And we stood on those rains and they were falling. And I put my hands on the rains and Stevie, and we let the rains wash down, purified. Don't you even see how I'm glowing? This is how I was here. Now you say I'm beautiful. You can imagine the melanin, the connection. You can imagine the concoction that we melted in each other. And that's how we bloom when we love each other, when we connect, when we entangle, when we embrace. That's how we just, you don't know how you just shine. Your color, look at your color. Look at your skin. I mean, and even when we were just on a fruit parade, like we're really in the organic village. And we went out, we bought them pineapples, mangoes. You see the kind of mangoes. And I was just like, palms. And we were walking in the street, I see the palms, and every time I was be shouting, Stevie, like, look at you. And we're just shouting the palm trees. Oh, something that you never saw, the coconuts. And then went to the marketplace. In the localities, you see, these are kind of marketplace where they put tomatoes and mangoes in the buckets, and you just like, I said, where am I? Where am I? Like in Kumasi, like in Yaoundé, like in Bamenda, like in Lagos, like in Tanzania, like in Serengeti, like in Zanzibar. It's just a combination of everything from Cape to Coast. A combination of everything, my people. So continue. We need dedicated people to carry us beyond. And you that are watching me, join us. Our mission is to go into the diaspora, visit our people. And we met this one gift we call each and every one of us that we give, you know, because all of us are on this mission to deliver, on the mission of oneness, on the mission of our unity, on the mission of power and unity, connection, Ubuntu, melting, so that the melanin becomes more, the vibration gets higher and higher. And we met this son of us from Haiti. That's the prophet from Haiti. He's also going to be one of our analyzers here, you know, and his vision is to plant trees in Haiti. And we also had talked about the 12th vision of the galaxies planting trees. And we went into the spirituality aspect that, you know, and even they tell us, even instill this concoction, they still come to tell us plant trees, plant trees. And we don't know. It is impregnating Mother Earth. Planting of trees is the same like a woman who is pregnant and put to birth and nurture that baby to grow. It's the same. You either are pregnant or you plant a tree. Okay? And so, but when they take it, they commercialize it, they politicize it, and they make it a business on their own. And then they begin to say, oh, you know, when we plant 100 trees, we give you money, and a tree costs this. People, does it really cost money for you to plant a tree? What kind of madness got into us with this idea of fiat paper? And these 3 bags, they even use it to make the paper that they keep singing everything in our head with. How on earth does it cost you to plant a tree? That now we have to do it is a project. No, we have to write the projects and then we go and submit it, and then somebody fund you to plant a tree. Now I ask the question. So you're a man and a husband, and a wife and a family, and you have to impregnate your wife to give birth to a new life, to nurture it into the next generation. And so do we write projects on how and go and give to United Nations and some bodies to fund you to impregnate your woman, to bring forth life, to continue existence? What happened to us? What happened to us? What happened? If we know right, we do right. And we just do it without even showing the world. That's Ubuntu. Yes, probably we're going to show it to encourage one another, to empower one another, to motivate one another, you know, to inspire and to say, I did this. I start cultivating my garden. And so you can also do it. That's an inspiration. It's not a show off. I don't look at those things as it. But I'm saying in this kind of keeping us on that principle of divide and rule, control. I give you money, I own you. So no, you need to come to me and bow down to me, worship me. Give me even your business idea that I steal. And I say, go and bring your project plan. And you take pages and pages and pages because you want to get some dollars. And this, if it is not a Black conscious community, if it is not a community that is actually on the business of our unity, on the business of promoting your project for this, begin to watch out who you really are writing your plans in. Do you know what a plan is? Do you know when you write? Do you know that is you? That is your what do I want to say? Do you know you are pouring out the magic, your intelligence and everything, putting it in a paper and selling your ideas? And somebody buys it and say, no, I sponsor you on this. No, they just bought that. You know, it's the same thing like we saying here that, you know, we speak like this, we expose ourselves, and no, it's the same thing. Go and bring a plan. Go and bring a business plan. Then I support you. Then I give you money for this. It's the same thing like when we ask here, please give us money. Give us money on the Pan-African Daily. And you see some people like, why do I need to give you money? What do you need to do with money? What's she doing with the money? Don't ask. If you are conscious and the spirit and you trust the journey and the purpose, give it. Because if I'm a business person, if we are fake, which is what is always taking away our energy, then we'll say, oh, present your business plan, oh, do this, oh, and then I give you accountability. Then where is the love? Where is the trust? Yes, we do know it has been abused, and that, but that's not your business. Play your part. It can be done. That's not your business. If we call for funds, do it. If I take it and fly jet and come back and concoct some lies here, it's not your business. It's my burden. And like I tell you, the sun will not even settle down without me being exposed. That is the power of the intelligence of our ancestors. Why do you think we didn't have courts? We didn't have all this concoction of systems that would tell you, and you kill somebody and you go and be defended. It's your human right. And it's a justice. Go back to the way your ancestors did. They didn't question, because the wrath of the God will fall on you. That's the justice of my art. If we sit here and say, donate to us, we have a mission to go on this journey and bring you the result, to empower us. It's like every other person has a mission. And some people are the one that do the job. Some people are the one that invest in the job. We are investing in ourselves. We're investing to deliver and to free ourselves. But if we sit here and start telling you, give us money to go and buy guns and kill one another and do this, and you say we'll be doing that. Nobody will even ask, what are you doing? Because I gave a purpose, because I told you I want to buy a gun. And they'll be like, yes. What is that thing that makes you to choose what destroys us than what unites us? What is that thing that makes us not to drop those guns and pick a djembe and dance to Ubuntu? Question yourself a lot, my people. Too much ignorance. Too much manipulation has been through us. Too much intentions to keep us in this. And so when your brother asks for food, you want to know, oh, they cheat me. The diaspora, oh, we send money on the country. You see, they take it and they do this. That's not your business. Your mission is to give. Like I said, if we are on the same spirit, if we are on the consciousness journey, community that we're here, I told you that because we heard our ancestors, our parents in the village say, the sun will not even settle down on you. You will be brought to daylight in the market square. You'll be exposed. Is it the money that you take and buy lavish things with it? You will be exposed. Why don't you trust that process? Why don't we trust the spirituality of our intelligence, the science of the African? That is it. I grew up in it. We never went. You see the swearing on the Bible or whatever? In the village, we swore only on a stone. I saw it in the palace because the kingdoms and the queendoms is where we are. You know it. You that are watching me from here, you know it. You know. If you've been in the village, even minus you being in the village, whether you're born in the diaspora and raised in the diaspora, what I'm telling you, if we are on 12 vibration, you just understand. You just understand it. You will see it. Because that's the truth. Ma'at doesn't lie. Because in the village, they say you stole somebody's cattle, or your cattle destroy the fields or the farms of a widow, of a woman, or that, you know, or you do some of those things, or you were cutting trees and they fall on the farms and destroy crops, and you argue. The chief will call you to the palace. You only need to swear. You just need to say a word. When we say swearing, I even just hit some of these terms. It would be nice if we say it in our languages, and then you understand the true meaning of it. Swearing just means I confess to what is I say about me. You don't need anything. They can just give you even only water. And they tell you, take this water and just say what you just say and drink it. You're not going to get home. You will not get to your house. Where did we leave this court? Where did we leave these powers? To give money and pay for lies all the time. To continue to pay for lies and go about happy that you're doing something. And you imagine why you cannot support the Pan-African Daily TV, because we give monies to junk. Because we give monies to system, because we don't believe, we don't know who we are, because we've been manipulated, intentions that are always about us. If we cannot live together and we cannot do anything together, do we need to go and stand in a court to tear some kind of stupid papers and pay some money? Just go your way, I go my way. Fine, game over. We'll meet on the continent. We'll meet at the rivers. We'll meet at the Kridai. That's what our people say. We never are separated, because there's always going to be a place where we'll meet. We'll meet at the born house, means when a child is put to bed. We'll meet in a Njangi house where we put our monies together to support ourselves. We'll meet at a cry die when somebody has died. Well, we always meet. Who tells you we don't meet? So some of these things like, oh, we just separate and everybody just goes on, begin to manifest things, and we begin to manipulate ourselves like, oh no, now we have to go to court, and then we tear what? And you give money here, I give money here, and they even have you and who has what, who doesn't have what, who does this, who doesn't do this. Keep giving because you don't believe, because you don't even know your theory, because we don't know our own. No, I told you, you would lie, you would cheat, or you would do anything. You're just going to the palace. And we've sent people, you will not even reach your house. It's either anything that you confess on, it's gonna happen to you. To be honest with you, it's not even a kind of a cop. It's just the words. And that's why we know the powers of words. Okay? And so a lot is going on. A lot. And this lot that is going on is within us. What we experience out there, what they're saying and putting everything into one part or the other, or this did not happen, this happened, that should not be your business. It shouldn't be your business. Your business is for our unity. Do you want to invest in the unity of the African people? Join our fundraising club. Pledge a donation, monthly contribution. Cheryl, Senovia, Sister Vena, Steve, they're going to come here and to tell you that. Because some of the things also is we don't know how to give. I know it. We're not blaming anybody. But some of the thing is we don't have to give. All these things, we have to be clear on our intentions. If you don't have, it's fine. Nobody is saying that you must. No. But if you have, you give. But also you can have and you make like, I don't have. Because you're not conscious. Because you give money into other things. So set your priorities and your goals. We are on the journey of the unity of our people. Some people have to do the job. Some people have to invest in the job. There's nothing that a mission that is carried up that people will not do. It is about unity. Unity costs more. Now you heard about the saying that peace is expensive than war. Why? Because war is just kept on that parameter and the peace is just the talking. But the war is the one that is going. So the peace is the action to be done that is not done. And that's why it becomes always expensive. It's the same thing with our unity. Our unity is a business. Call it that way. Which needs investors and needs the doers. They can never be both ways. Invest in the unity of the Africans worldwide. Because you're investing in you. And like I said, don't bother. It is not your business. Play your role. I play my own. It can be done. You send me on mission. I go. I come back. I deliver. Okay? And you trust the team that you are putting out here. If you didn't trust it, we will not be here. We are not streaming on other platforms. Okay? We are only on YouTube now. Only on YouTube. But look at how many are watching us. Where would you have that kind of vibration? And you know what? We don't even want the crowd anymore. Because I saw what 12 disciples conquered the world. It takes a few committed and dedicated to put a 50 euros, a 25 euros, 100 euros every month. And the job is done. We're on the mission of uncovering the lies, reporting how our people are metamorphosing in their different communities. You could see the beauty. You could see the laughter until they get always like confused when they see us gathering and happy. If we were in some of these crazy places, police have been, maybe we would have heard that we were gunned down because we were just happy. Some people just have a problem seeing black people just happy. Just a problem. Instead of you join the happy part and take a part of the melanin and better your life and yourself. But the manipulation and the evil in you would even make it to destroy, and you know you cannot kill love. killed love? Show me one. If the guns would kill love, we would not have been existing. How can you not learn? What is it that just makes you refuse to learn? To be a part of a vision, to tap a part of the vibration and make yourself a better person and enjoy your life and your contribution and your days and set a unique legacy. Leave positive footprint that will look and say, oh, they passed this way and we follow. Keep a better name for your legacy, for your children. When you pass, they say, whose son, whose daughter is this? Oh, it was the son of this. It was the daughter of this. I told you here in the village, nobody knows your name. There's nobody that is going to call you your name. They will always say, whose sons and whose daughter is this? So if your father, your mother, your sister, your auntie was a witch, yeah, a son and a daughter or the auntie of a witch. That is how we educated and empowered ourselves. Because when you just know, I don't want to leave that kind of footprint, when my son will pass, they're like, oh, was that the one of that woman that was like this? It's already the name of your child. Are we that kind of a people that will leave that legacy that that's what they say we are? We are not, and you know it. Stop lying to yourself. We stop lying to ourselves. Stop repeating those lies every day. We are not united. Oh, we don't support each other. Oh, you know, the thing with us Black people is that we're so jealous. Oh, you know, the thing with us is that who doesn't? Is it easy to be jealous? If it is not a negative jealousy. As a matter of fact, we should be more jealous of our unity. We should be more jealous of and connect. That's what I say. We should gossip about how united and powerful and strong and resilient and unique and beautiful and sweet. Gossip about that, please. You know, one of our communication strategy is gossip. Where do you think they took some words like word of mouth? And then you sit in the class. Oh, I learned it in the business class. Word of mouth. You learn it in the business class. It's just because they put it and call it word of mouth. What is word of mouth? It's the biggest unique selling point of an African. But you see, when you say gossip, then it sounds as if it's negative. But when you say, oh, no, we have a marketing strategy, word of mouth, and everybody then feels professional because they put it in that way. Everything was just stolen from you, an African. Word of mouth just means gossip. But now, why did gossip, for whatever reason, became a poor child that it always has to be negative? Don't ask me that. Why can gossip not be positive if we're gossiping the good news of our unity? Where is the bad thing to say we gossip about our unity? I am telling you today, go and gossip so much about it. How unique you are as an African. How powerful you, the king and the queens and the princes and daughters, good people of the world. Go and gossip until you don't have anything to say. Sit in the bars, talk about it. Hey, everywhere, talk about it. Okay, talk about the good story of the Pan-African Daily TV and Dr. Susan Tatah and her team. Talk about our young executive. Talk about the 12-12 Solidarity Alarm. Talk about it every day, anywhere you are. And let me see. I'm sorry. Who is going to say we gossip? That is gossip. So why should gossip be always something that is negative? Oh, you know, this woman gossips a lot. You know, you women, we gossip a lot. But that's how we build. And you know, women, when they sit, their business is just about gossiping about their husbands and that. Yes, because we love you, we gossip. We gossip positively. Why must gossip be a negative word? Of course it is. If I sit here and begin to talk ills about my brother, then gossip is not sweet. If I sit here and tarnish your reputation, if I sit here and say all kind of illegal, illicit things about, if I sit here and just be gossip, you don't even need to only pronounce the word. If I just look at you and my intentions are dirty, I just gossip. I just killed you spiritually. So we kill ourselves every day without even being conscious. We kill one another. Just look at somebody with that gossip and negative. Oh, please, I don't even want to pour that kind of a spirit here, because that's not our words. All right, so go ahead and gossip. Go ahead and gossip the good ones. Wow. So good. I think those are some of the things I came to show my face here to tell you, to connect back to you, and to make you know I'm okay. I want to thank all of you, most of you, even in the Panama, that we're tweeting and not tweeting, we're WhatsApping and like, are you okay? Are you guys okay? And the first day we went live on our phone, because you guess what? Our equipments did not arrive. Thank God, Stephanie Robinson was there with us on the team, and we could even just a little while try to manage to put some images out there or to snap, but our equipments did not arrive. Don't ask me why. This is the second time these issues are happening. Our luggage did not come, and the day we were coming back, the luggage was with us and traveled back with us as if he just went to accompany us. Okay. So yes, we need professional equipment. We need, when we're going out to report these stories, so that we can go live. We took everything in the quest to sit down there and report all these things with you, get our people there, show everything that we went through, and that, but it was impossible because our equipments did not come. But we are not the kind of pessimists that we think, oh, there's something, like, we always think negative. We just said no. Our ancestors thought that, or taught us that we were going into a school. Use what you have, because the times are beginning rough to be rough. Don't always be so static on, oh, I don't have my equipment, so I can't do. So we went into do it by myself. That's the African power. Okay, and we made pictures and we did everything that we had to do. Most of it talked to people. My whole wardrobe did not come. I mean, I had traditional things that I had just like a hand luggage that I had to just hold in my hand, and that's what we managed with. But Stevie bought me some. We bought some colorful, good Panamanian shirts for $1, and we bought our slippers, and we go around in the rain. But the most important work was the field, talking to our people in the neighborhoods, eating with them, carrying our babies, connecting. That did not need a camera. That did not need equipment. That did not need to look beautiful. So sometimes it didn't come. And we were like, particularly me, I was like, maybe my ancestors just like, Dr. Susan, you're not going on a fashion parade. Okay. Because how do you want to explain it? That our box done arrived. And then the day we're coming back is there in Panama, and we travel with it. So they speak to us in so many ways. They make us understand you can live with the least simple things. You don't need your wardrobe. You don't need these cameras. Maybe your mission is just to connect to people. Talk to them. Feel them. You'll be holding camera and be doing all this kind of thing. That's not it. That was not the mission that they brought us there. But of course, we did interviews. We did pictures with all the delegations. Most. We interviewed the kings that were there, the queens that were there. We saw the coronations. We saw the reconciliations. We saw the investment forum. We saw the entrepreneurship forum. We were there. As a matter of fact, we were there. And we delivered the message that our queens on Pan-African Daily promoted us, and all of you sent us to go and do. And you'll be seeing those good companies. Just the fact that we'll be putting up a team here. This team is the team that we met out there, apart from me and Stephanie. All right. But this team is a new, fresh team that we met, connected, and they just on board. Jessica, you meet Jessica. She's the queen. And we just melted. We laughed, we ate, we danced, we did all that. As if thousands of years ago. Our young brother, our prophet from Haiti, like nothing, like the same. All of us, everything was just there. So, your mission can be the way you think it, but your ancestors' passion is the same, differently. It's the same like Detroit. And everybody was asking, oh, why? What happened? Oh, why couldn't you buy the flight? Oh, they refused. We bought other tickets. They refused. It's the same thing even in Panama. The first they had to fly, there was none. They say, you're not going. Okay. And I laughed again. I like, okay, this is going to be the next story here. And what? And I told my ancestor, you want me to be on this mission? Fine. How you want it, it's you. And the next day things happened. But then our luggage did not go. So that is that power. Believing in the mission and the purpose and knowing that everything is a master plan. You cannot influence it. Even the unity that we're singing and talking about had been put here before you were born, had been created. Even everything that you see that is happening, no coincidence. It is the master plan. And this is the time. And everything is fitting into place. Everything adding up. Nothing is misplaced. No idea, no intention, nothing is the right time. The only thing is to understand your own purpose on the journey, your mission. And then you put more effort. Is my mission to donate to the Pan-African Daily? That's your mission. And it's good, it's the plan. It's fine. But is my mission not even just to donate, but to share the conversation? That's your mission. Do you want to think that mission is small? I can bet you and I can show you all evidence that every little thing that we do, I'm not more important than you. It's a part of the puzzles that are fitting together. Whether it's the Cheryl that gave, put us on mission, or is the Stevie, or is the Synovia, or is the Sister Vena that gives clothes, or is the and money, or is the Kalena, or is the Matamera, whoever, or is the you that is typing here and saying yes, donate, share, like, or do this. No mission is important than the other. It's a whole part of the puzzle. Without this little, what do you think? It's small. It will not be complete. The oneness will not be complete. So it will be 99.99999. And so your own mission only to click is out. So it's not oneness. That's why we talk about this 12-12. It's one. All is one. It's the uniqueness. It's the solidarity. So whether I put a drop to contribute to that drop, if it wasn't there, is not going to complete. So play your part. I play my own. And we make it a whole. We make it the oneness. And you will see us thrive. Don't question too much. It is the purpose. I know we've been in this churchism, religionism, and most of the things that I say here sound like I'm one. But remember, it's still the same plan that was taken from us, miscommunicated with other intentions. So the problem, or the challenge, or the solution is how the intentions on every conversation, the impact of it. Because like I said, if you know my art and these principles, do your part and leave the rest. You would see it. Okay? Don't question it. Don't judge too much. Leave it. It's going to come back. The sun will not sleep without it being put into the public, without you being disgraced. Now you see a lot of people how we do things. And we think we're so smart. And we hide and plan evil and organize it and said, I would do this. And at the end of the day, you're exposed. That is it. That's the justice. That's the ma'at. That's the principles. Everything that you do in darkness would be brought to light because darkness is creation. Darkness is you and me. So don't question too much. Like we say, our fundraising team is coming up. It is not joke matter anymore. I had to go on this mission to understand the purpose and the journey that we have to lead, to understand how free, how powerful, how connected we are. But another journey is also getting our land on the continent. I told you, I promised you, and I just say what my ancestors say. Not that I promise you like this, me, Tata. If I don't do it tomorrow, to chop up and yeah, Tata, you said this. I said none of us diaspora is buying any land on the continent. If you are patient, you would see this vision come to pass, that your kings and your queens will be calling you and say you have land here. But if you're not patient and you want to be so smart, or of course you have the money to, because to buy the land, it also still means impregnating the land or something like that, go ahead. But for those of us that don't have and don't think we have to go and kill ourselves and do it, no. The kingdoms are coming together. We met even indigenous kings out there in Panama, the king of Hawaii. That one is a firebrand. It's a firebrand. And a lot of us on here will start saying, yeah, what has that got to do with us, Africa? That's also what I asked when I saw it in the beginning. Because yes, we question. We're not questioning because we disagree, but we question to know the truth. And because when you ask, the answer is there. And when I met this gentleman and this king and I interviewed him, and I realized that even our own kings that we interviewed that were colonized with a colonized mentality, they don't have that vibration and that spirit that he has. But the one thing that I did notice is that they are African Hawaiians. Indigenous are the Africans. And you know, we were everywhere. The firstborns everywhere. And that's a history that has been hidden from us. The Africa, and they're also so marginalized in their communities, you don't want to believe it. And so let's not put some things without you proving, without us justifying our claims to it. Don't just look color and call color. Make your justification. Make your discovery. And you're going to see maybe some things that we ignore out of our ignorance. But I know any journey that our ancestors put us to, any person, for whatever reason that they want us to diagnose, like I said, is not my mission. I'm just a messenger on it, just like you and me. But we know it's a plan. It's a master plan. And that plan is here. Okay? And no one can really, yes, like African Last Born said, no one can deny our similarities. To be honest with you, we have a long way to go to understand that we created the world and every other particle, mutation came from us. That's why it's difficult for us to focus on one. But we know that we are being in under this world agenda to erase the firstborns and the creation. But you just see that no matter how you do it, there's no weapon that will kill love. Because love is love. It's like water. You know, it's like water. Go and dry the oceans. I said it also here. It's like water. Go and throw your plastic in there. It brings it back to you. Even your dead body at the sea, it brings it back to you. Doesn't even take even your remains. It brings it back to earth because the flesh is of the earth. So like we drown in the waters and everything, you see it. The body would float and float and float and float and come back to earth because things don't mix. So it's like that also. You cannot just say, oh, is this everything that we want to do and that, oh, this one is this. Do your mission. Be on your mission and your purpose. Don't let hate in any kind of format destroy your mission. Don't be a part of that. Don't be tricked into hate. Because you touch it, you're going to be a part of it. Don't. Stay on purpose. You have only one weapon. We have only one. We love. If you meet an opposite of it, your spirit will tell you. And you do what? You give way and you continue your mission. But don't be a product of hate. We are not born to hate. We were taught, like Mandela said, if they could teach you to hate, you could learn to love. But we know us, that the vibration just interprets it to us and is there. Nobody has anything to teach us. Okay. So people, thank you so much. To be honestly, I'm still jet lagging. Oh my God, that's also one crazy thing, right? Like I just sleep anyhow. No matter how, I just sleep. And then the whole night, what I consider night, I'm just up, dry-eyed, like you cannot believe this. It's so crazy. My eyes are just dry. But I know it's just gonna, since I wasn't there for a long time, it's not gonna take a long. You see, now is my morning. I'm gonna just be dry now until, and that's when I work, and that's when we connect, and we do that. So yes, we're still there with our people in the diasporas, and yeah, until we touch back here. And you see, the moment you just land back, and you just begin to see, oh, everything is just a bit strange. And that's why we keep asking, what are we doing here? We're here on a mission. Don't ask yourself. Even any place that you are, there is a plan why you're there. And if you rise that energy and you just figure it out through our solidarity alarm, through our love, through our ubuntu-ness, you just see it. You see the purpose. You see your mission. You see the reason. You see why, and you see the time when they will not want you to be there or to take you to the next level. It will just happen. Everything is a unique plan. This is the time that you say, no, I'm leaving now, I'm going to the continent, and you think that it was you. No. Your sister say, now it's you. Come. And when your journey is over, over. Okay. So I thank you so much. Let me connect back with you here in the chat. NS Parker. We would be seeing us very soon. You know what I'm talking about. We really are going to be seeing us so soon because you're doing an incredible job there in Tanzania. Honestly, your post and everything is God. It's just. Stephen asked, did you got spoiled? Stephen, I don't know the kind of spoil. I got so, I don't know whether I was over spoiled. Can't you see how I glow, Stephen? Do you need to question that again? Or what kind of spoil do you actually mean? There's a lot of way to spoil. Yes, we were spoiled. The Ubuntu-ness, we just so spoiled. Synovia, Sister Queen said, we love you. You don't want to believe this, sister. I felt it. We felt it, Stevie and I. We felt the love of all of you. All of you. It was just so, how could you even disagree? How could you? It's there. We get up laughing. Everything was just laughing. Even when we quarrel and laughing. You know, that kind of thing. And yes, Paul Brown, thank you, brother. How are you doing out there? How is Zim? Tell us more. Tell us more. Yes, Sherry, you make me glow, my queen. You make me glow. You know that. When you put money on, put this woman on the mission that you know is after her heart, what do you think? A virgin. A virgin. Ain't that? So what do you imagine? All right. So it was too much. It was too much love. I felt it, and that's why we glow. We glow. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. The outfit is okay. And really, this outfit, everybody was just running after me there. Like, oh, we like it. You know, I make some pictures and stuff. It's a handmade from our own fabrics, not made in China or whatever nonsense crap they say. Our women need these things. They sit down. The fabrics are made by us. You know, like we say, we're promoting this brand made by Africans. Yeah. All right. Before I forget, there's one thing that it keeps coming back to me is our expo in Germany, and it's getting more excited. People, it's getting so excited. Even though we are on mission, even Stevie and I were there, but we were working on that because we keep seeing people coming in and stuff like that. I think for now we have about 20 countries that are representing. And so our focus, and that's also one thing that we discovered out there in the Panama, agriculture. Tomorrow I'm going to talk only about this because you see, you see why I tell you that we're putting on a team, because it's difficult to me to just break down all these things that I came with. It's too much. The baggage, the information, the good vibes is too much. Can I start to analyze the food, the vegetation and everything? It's too much for one person. So tomorrow I want to talk about how we celebrated the Africa Day, or Africa Liberation Day, the way we call it. And what was the difference that we felt, and what was the theme, and why the theme. For me, it's very essential for me to break down the reason for the theme. Do you see my bangles? Do you see them? My hand things. These are also, you know, made on the continent in Cameroon and stuff like that. We dance. Oh, come on, wait. You're going to see dancing. Have you seen dancing? Hey, have you seen dancing? Wait, you will see dancing. It was a parade because in the midst of the journey of reconciliation, there was the carnival in Panama. Oh my God, people! Wow! And Panama is celebrating. That's why I want us to talk about the Africa Day. You see, I keep raising up my bangles so that you should see. Look at them. Beautiful. Made on the continent. Brands made by our women, the galaxies. Okay. So, yes, people, tomorrow I have to talk about the Africa Liberation Day and how our people in the Panama celebrate. But I'm going to bring our first guest, the analyst. I'll bring Jessica because Jessica is ready. I also think Fatih is ready. I will also ask all of them, anyone that is available. Please don't bother about flyers or stuff like that. We don't have time to be doing that, but we can just put it. If you just hear coming up live and stuff like that, join us. And like I said, I know your notifications are set up. You see, like I just came up today after being away for all this time, and all of you are already connected, just even from this one source. So yes, we are good to go. We are good. I love what I see. I love what I'm seeing here. I love the family that is here, same people and new faces. And so everything is just good. We're fine. But the thing that I want to talk about tomorrow is agriculture, which is the theme of African Liberation Day 2022. Agriculture. I know we hear it a lot. But you know the way I want to make you to understand, because when I'm talking to us, I always talk like our people in the village always said, yes, you will drink water from my beautiful hands, David Wine. Thank you. You know, my mother always like, or our parents always said, I would open that your coconut head and put the message into it. You understand? Like they open the coconut and put coconut water into it, because that one gives the wisdom and the sense that we need to know. So you see, when I'm breaking down some facts here, is because I want to break it into the way that it has to enter your bones for you to understand. You see, because we're not the mainstream media. We're not just here to just like, oh, agribusiness and investing in agriculture. No, there is a reason why this diplomatic and this system always put a team every year. And if you're not conscious, you just be playing around like, yes, oh yeah, we can do agriculture. People, it is a whole big industry, not just an industry to invest. This thing we keep talking about, our land, our continent, our food, our future, these slogans. People, it is getting more and more and more realistic. Our continent, our land, our food, our future. These four keywords. Agriculture, the theme. Even though they coin it and they say nutrition and they say food security. And then they show you the empty bowls and the pans and the nutrition. Agriculture. Agriculture. Your land, your food, your pharmacy, your health, your future. It is big. It is deep than just a theme. And so the Africa Expo, we are focusing. We know that there's art into it. We know that there's information and education into it, but we are targeting the agribusiness sector. When we say the agribusiness, because that's the term, when we were growing up, we used to call it agri show. And this agri show is not different from what you see. The churches took it and like bring the first harvest of your food to be blessed. Now, if you begin to add up all these things, and particularly because we're conscious now you begin to understand these agendas. Why someone would just take this industry and then begin to feed you out of it. So it is very important. You that are watching me, it is very important. If you
We're not talking, when we say festival, we think about music, and all that is just a part of it. But your land, your food, your pharmacy, your health is a whole industry. As a whole industry that comes up, and you hear agribusiness and stuff like that. You know, groups that are association. Covers, we already have the covers. Most of them now, we don't even want to take the market because the market is full already. We're not interested in just only the market. And we choose original made on the continent by Africans and diaspora brands. If you know Black brands, businesses, please reach out to them. This is what we are saying. Because sometimes when we talk about sharing or doing this, or how can you contribute, how can you support, how can you be a part, it's not just like you have to sit here and donate your money. Yes, we do appreciate that. You have it, it's good. But you know how to connect the unity business when we all come together. So in your neighborhood, you know, a Black business store. So in your neighborhood, you buy Black. We saw on the internet, Stephanie and I, even sneakers that are Pan-African sneakers. We never knew it. Okay? We saw brands that Africans are making. Black brands, t-shirts, I mean, like cotton made from us. But you know, we do know that some of them, they make them in China or something like that, or whatever the case is. But like I'm saying, we have brands that are, you know, brands made by Africans. You know them. Call them on board on this expo. But we want to focus on agri-business. If you are into agriculture, not GMOs, organic. We are healing Mother Earth. That's why we talk about tree planting. That's why we talk about how we plant a tree and it multiplies into the future. It's like giving birth. So we're not going to take plastic food and put. It's like you take a plastic sperms and you want to produce a child. What's that going to happen? So organic seeds, organic farming, organic agriculture, organic stones, everything that is anything that is our earth produces. We want it in Germany at the expo. Begin to pass the message across. We don't want to always be the one like it is us because we're organizing and we're bringing the message. It's like it becomes like a one-man show. It is a collective. Remember, I said we're one. We have 2 months to go, but we're not in a hurry. We're not even panicking because we set the right vision and everything falls in place. We're not in a hurry. We're not like, oh, we're against time. We don't even have flyers and posters that we're posting, but everybody knows about it already. The continent calls us, oh, I saw this, oh, I heard this, oh, I did this. Because people just take it and they keep doing what? Just sending it away. So yes, that's the way it is. Okay? That's the way it is. And for those of you that want to know natural foods and agriculture, exactly, and NS, natural food and agriculture is a whole major reason why even our connectivity. I don't know. I think a sister is calling us. Our queen is calling us. Hello?
Are you on TV?
I'm on TV. I thought that's why you're calling us live, Sister Venna. Call us live and share your impressions with us.
I got a new phone that can't get live invited. Put it on my old phone, but it won't go live. I don't have a live place on. I'm trying to. Oh, I just want to say I love y'all. Thank you so much. I'm glad to see you. It's so beautiful. Everybody's so beautiful in the chat. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I'm here. I was trying to send a donation. There's no live thing on this new phone.
Oh, okay. All right. Sister, we are here because I've been also checking in the chat. I didn't see you and stuff like that, but I think yes, we are connected. Thank you.
Okay, so okay, love y'all. Bye.
We love you too. We love you, Sister Queen. Thank you. Yeah, so you can call in the studio. Like you see, a lot of people are saying, okay, yes, there's been a lot of changes. I don't know why. PayPal, you know, I don't know why. The systems have been have done something, and I just realize it. Even when you want to send money through PayPal or receive it, you know, they're telling you need to get a credit card and it takes a long, or you do bank to bank or some things like that. We're going to figure it out. But the team, like I said, our fundraising team is coming here. They're going to give you the all the contacts on how you can support, how you can engage, and how you can start making your monthly contribution. It's not just a one time we come here do this. No, no, no. It's a monthly commitment. We need it. We need to move. We need to go. We need to do the things that we're doing. But I still want to insist again. Talk to your communities, people that are engaged in agriculture and agribusiness. They need to be in Germany. So what am I talking about? Representing the kitchens of the 55 countries is what we want to achieve, because agriculture goes with our land, the potentials of our land, goes to about the opportunities that we have for us Africans, goes to talk about the vegetation and whatever the job creation in that, goes to talk about how we need to drive our young people into this sector as never before, go to talk about how we are building these brands to feed ourselves. It is our pharmacy, it is our health, it is our everything. And you can imagine 60% untouchable world, not Africa, world, 60% untouchable. I'm talking, and NS is writing because, yes, he's on this mission in Tanzania, the most untouched virgin lands that are available out there. You put anything, it grows. You don't need anything. You don't even water it. Everything just goes up. If you are into agribusiness, organic seeds, or even into plant-based, or even into healthy nutrition, when we talk about agriculture, we always think only about the food, that the food that we plant and we eat. We're not talking about the moringa leaves that belongs to us. We're not talking about the nutrition. We're not talking about researchers. We're not talking about universities that are onto it to talk about our seeds, to talk about the kind of soil, to talk about how you grow, to talk about how you dry, we're not talking about our urine, how we use it to fertilize ourselves, to create even energy. This is all agribusiness. So it's a whole big industry. We must feed our people. They'll stay in school. Yes. But how do we do it if we don't gather together? We need experts in this field. Guest speakers, the whole 4 days, we need them. Because that's also one of the topics that we talked about in Panama. How do we get so committed and engaged in this sector of agriculture that we capture it in our hands? How do we drive our young people to just go and plant and own a piece of land and feed and create opportunities and jobs for themselves out of it? How do we? We want to figure out this. We want to figure out this. Lunchtime is over. Ulrich, thank you. Thank you. I hope your lunch was okay. I hope your lunch was okay. Farming. Pan-African Daily TV, all of us, from the viewers to the followers to the contributors to the supporters to the funders to the chatters, we are a global family. And I'm negotiating with the kings on the continent and the queens. Give our land. It is for the whole Pan-African Daily family. It's not just for Dr. Susan. It's not for executive women. It's not for any person. They have to give us land in every country that we are in, all the kingdoms. They have to allocate land for us. For us on the Pan-African Daily TV conscious community, because we have to drive our young people to commit these lands. We have to do it like never before. And no king I met is saying no to it. All of them are just saying yes. Yeah, because you are. And we're not asking because we just want to be another business people to make money and begin to marginalize our people. No. It is freeing ourselves, feeding ourselves, healing ourselves. So please, you know anybody that is a food nutritionist, eat healthy so that we can live longer. You know, we don't die anyway. We need experts to teach us on how to live healthy, on our plant. We need, you know, when we say farmers, people that raise fishes, that raise snails, that raise, you know, in everything, our leaves, our herbs, our everything, it's all under this sector of agribusiness. So most of the time when we talk about agribusiness, people just think about, you know, go cultivate land, plant corn, and then harvest it, dry it, and process it, and then make fufu, ugali out of it, and then that's agriculture. It's a whole, it's everything. Go to the supermarket, and you see, even now, the food processing and every other thing comes from the origin, from the earth. So we want to focus on that. We want to focus on it. Yes, please. Anybody who wants to call in. The lines are open. +49 1578 211 2379. Okay. Yes, we are here now. We are here. You can call. You can share anything that you want to. Just like our queen called to just send us love. Okay. Yes. Community farms and greenhouses. Eat what you want, sell the rest. Yes. But that's how we grew in the village. That's how I grew with my father and my mother and my family. We call ourselves, I told you a million times here, pastorals. We are pastorals. Original African man and queen and kingdoms were farmers, were goldsmith. Everything that we needed was us. Okay. And we moved from one country to the other, one place to the other with our cattle, doing what? Fertilizing. That's who we are. So we fed ourselves. So we did business. If you ask why Mansa Musa is the richest till ever, they can concoct all kind of history and bring you other names here. We know the richest ever existent was from Mali, Timbuktu. Now you want to find out how he made his money? Of course, farming, agriculture. Yes. And he could carry gold onto, like in the Gold Coast of Ghana, like what we read about him. Read about him, Mansa Musa. Most of you know. He's floating on our image here. All right. So thank you. Paul Brown is calling in to make a contribution. Hello.
Hello, Sister Susan.
Hello, brother.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you? How are you? Just want to tell you thanks for the great support that I have on the continent.
Really? Tell us more. What is happening? What happened on the continent? Wait, let me increase the volume. It's like, are you people hearing him? Do you hear in the chat? Are you hearing our brother Paul calling from Zimbabwe? He's going to tell you more about agribusiness.
No,
Do you hear?
I'm actually home now.
Okay.
I've been home since Saturday.
Okay. Okay.
I spent a whole month in Uganda.
Uganda.
Salongo, the elder, he was very, very good. Very helpful. All that I used to get instead of business getting.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you for confirming. But you see, now he's been interrupted. I think the network. Thank you, Synovia, for confirming. All right, go ahead, brother. They hear you. Yes.
Yeah, so I have a great experience. I have a great experience. I got a welcome ceremony.
What?
Everybody that Salongo is a big guy. I'm telling you, anybody going to the continent needs to contact Dr. Tatah. She has big contact on the continent.
Yes, tell them that we put you in that contact and you were well received. You're going to come here to share that experience with us. Go ahead, brother.
Right, so I went there to register a company, done. I went there to get land, done. I went there for spirituality, done.
You see?
Done. So then I'm at getting back, probably December before I go back.
I'm so happy. You can see how I glow. That's the testimonials that we keep talking about. Call us.
My new name is Ka Ayani Gavi.
Ka Ayani Gavi.
Mayane Gava.
Wow.
Baka Ayani Gava.
Brother Paul, we have to get you live on the show because you know what? We hear the voice.
I'm scared of the camera.
No, you can never be scared. Hey, bro, I'll cover you up. You know me for that. I'll make you up. Don't worry. Yeah, you know, you are scared of too much beauty out here and too much love, but we are going to take care of you. Yes. Hello. Now you see? You think that we just sit here and into the business of just quack, 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 quack. You hear? Go ahead.
So let me just say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
People that live in America or in the diaspora, you don't have to struggle. Believe you me, you do not have to stay here and struggle. The continent is welcoming, and no care how small of money you have, you can do a lot on the continent. I was throwing away food when I'm coming back from out of the refrigerator. I was throwing up the food and giving food to my neighbors. So I have a great experience. I mean, anybody wants to go to the continent, contact. He has the best contact. I mean, even golden flowers, people in big people. So who picked me up was a lawyer. A lawyer picked me up, and he becomes my lawyer to do everything for me. So, and I didn't know anybody here. So guys, you don't have to stay in America and struggle. You don't have to stay here and struggle. There's a lot going on in the continent, and it's my experience is great. That's all I got to say. Thanks, Dr. Tatah.
Right. Thank you. I catch it. The thanks.
I got to give you this one message.
Mm-hmm.
Salonga says, I must tell you, and Joshua Maponga, for ambushing him with me, you all owe him. He said you got to pay him for ambushing him with me, because remember, I was leaving in a couple of days, and you called him, and I was welcome.
That is it.
So
that is it.
Guys, you don't have to stay in America and struggle. You don't have to let the police kill you here. I have no problem over there. I went to the guys. I have a driver. He's like my uncle. He just pick me up every morning, carry me where I want to go, take me to where he's going. Sorry, we're getting cut off, but we thought some more. Well, the show. The show must go on. So you have a good one, and thanks again.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Problem.
It's humbling. You see, I mean, if I was to come here and speak, and then we're gonna be like, Dr. Any F1 just always here. You heard it. I told you the day our brother Paul. I need to let me just say flew. You were here with me when I said he just left. And before that, 3 days he called and like, I'm going to Uganda. I don't know anybody. I said, okay, hold on. We're going to put you there. One call. Now you get it back. That is what we have been singing here about integration. These political leaders cannot just sit in diaspora, come home without putting the infrastructure. And we have put that infrastructure and we're putting it everywhere. You want to travel to Africa, call Pan-African Daily TV. Talk to me. Don't just, even if you have your friends or your contacts or you make your own relationship, that's fine. Everyone on the continent is helpful. But I'm saying if you just going, you don't want all these others. And remember, I used to tell you, now he has a family. And I told you about our project of adopting a family. That we are how many? 400,000 or 400 million in the diaspora. And we are 1 point how many on the continent? Just imagine we adopt each. Do we need to even just begin to struggle with all these things of, oh, I need my document? Just go into a family. And I told you this and you were thinking that we're just joking. He's got his family, his uncle. They drive him around because Because you are the prince coming back home, my people. How can you not get this? You are the kings, the prodigal sons coming back. How was he treated? You, the Bible church goers, Jesus. How was the Bible, how was the son, the prodigal son treated? Until even the housekeeper's son was jealous. Like, oh, I've been here, daddy, I've been working with you all the times. I've been here and everything, and nothing is happening. And, you know, he just came when he even took your money to go and squander. I mean, in our case, not it. You know, we were hijacked, we were, you know, ripped off of mother, but you're coming. That's how they receive you when you get the right vibration and the right. Because most of us on the continent have also turned into China people, and even diaspora sitting there and buying land and remaking chunks of money from our own people. And I tell you, you want to go home. Joshua Maponga told you want to go because we have this foundation, the Africa We Want Global Family. You want to go home, just give us a call. Did our brother, did he say I charge him some money? No money, nothing, because it's our duty. That's why we're asking you to contribute, because it's a mission that we do for all of us. We only need to make a call. Even the uncle that we call, never even, we only said, he said, when is he arriving? That was the question. When is he arriving? And he was picked up, the king coming from the diaspora, Allah's son, taken around. I want to do business, create business. I want to get land, get land. You had him. I didn't say anything. So that's it. That is it. Okay. When am I going to get songs that you are composing? I have told you we are on a song context that will be playing during the expo in Germany. It is from the 4th to the 7th of August. How many times do you want me to keep repeating these things here? Do your song. Most of you that are watching me here are artists. Where do you want to do your own artistic? Where do you want to show your own talent? And I even made a voice and I said, if you can speak, you can talk, you can do this, you can do anything for the unity of our Africa. Now we want to put a collection of song context for our unity, the freedom songs, the liberation songs, the love songs, the Ubuntu song, the tough songs. Where are you? Where are the DJs? Mix up all this thing. Because very soon we'll start dropping that context here. Song context for the theme, the Africa We Want, anything. 12, Ubuntu, you know, love, home and abroad. Choose a theme that is in the unity business of the Africans at home and abroad. Do a song on it. I know my sister Queen Kalena. I know even Sister Vena coming up with his CD and a song. Please do it. Shoot your videos. We're going to put the song context. We are changing. We are creating the vibration, and our song should be different. We don't want to hear all those H words and all those B mama words and this and that. All that is over. We don't want to hear all those kind of texts, kind of crazy things. Who taught us that? I don't even know how we got into all those vocabularies. We have to recreate beautiful songs, love songs. And someone was asking me, did you dance? Oh my God, you need to ask. We dance until slept and we sat on the floor. Go out to where the dancing is. How could you not dance? All right. The only thing that we really could not go because we wanted the nightlife, you know, experience and stuff like that. But I can tell you it was so exhaustive because there's too much love. There's too much things to do. You just enter into your, you get shower and you just crash. You just crash. Okay. So please go to the signboard. Get in contact with agribusiness sectors in every. We need experts. We need guest speakers. We already have 2 open air stages because we want to keep one for the culture and entertainment and music and bands, and we want to keep one only for our empowerment, and that is the Pan-African Daily TV stage. Okay, we need sponsors, and we're calling on donations, not just donations, but we don't want to put any logo there that is not Black business or anything like that, and we know a lot of you. We just say with 300, with 500, we put our logo to brand it. Let's keep it Black. Everything has to be. If you can do it, you know people that are doing it. How do you want me to promote you? I have told you I don't do no brand deals here on Pan-African Daily. And people keep asking me, how do I pay you to do this? No. Now is the time. Okay? Reach out to us, inbox us on our WhatsApp. You know our number, +49 1578 211. Say, I want to sponsor. I want to support. We take in sponsorship. You want us to send you the sponsorship proposal, we're going to do it. But we also have private supporting for people who say, no, I must not give something to get something. I just want to give to it. And we're raising to put the African village into its original style and put the agribusiness of the Africans. So whether you are in Brazil, you're in Haiti, you're in Mexico, you're in West Guinea, Papua, you are in Panama. Panama delegation is coming up with Queen Mother in her tour, of course. All right. Whether you are in Jamaica, Jamaica food is the best. We ate, and Stevie was showing me something, and I look at it and I thought it was egg. No, it's a plant that is yellow. And they eat cassava, and they eat everywhere we are. So nice. Fish, fresh. Not all of this junk kind of thing. Vegetables, soup. And we also talk about the Haitian soup. So the Haitian soup is going to be there, the liberation soup. You know, all sorts of our veggies is going to be there. So we want the Jamaican kitchen there. Are you a chef cook? We want professionals. We don't want just, you know, every kind of like a market square. We were oxtail, exactly. Jamaican kitchen. Oh my God. Brazilian. You don't want to represent our seafood where we are. Send your exhibitors to own a kitchen. And we're going to exhibit. It's not just selling food. It is showing our agribusiness, the potential of our land, our food, our pharmacy, our health. So we want to represent all the kitchens there and make a difference and change the story. And so everyone, so there's going to be food tasting, you know, you're going to see plants. And like I said, vegetables that are grown in all around where our people are. There are a lot that are not really on the continent, but they are in these places. We have 2 months to go. You know where to meet us. Please just text us on our WhatsApp number. But we're going to do a lot of shows all these days about that expo, because that's the event that is coming up. Because our agriculture is also being currently hijacked by the Chinese. And that's why they go into the villages and get lands from our local chiefs. Okay. So we have to conquer that sector. And the 4 days of the International Africa Expo and Festival in Germany is going to focus on that. We want to show all our medicinal plants. We need our sangomas to be there. And the kings that are going to come there. And you guess what? A lot is going to happen. A lot is going to happen. So I'm having a couple of meetings with the city department. And they are so like, this is the next level. This is where Africa belongs. This is where it's supposed to go. So it's serious. It's not just about drumming, dancing, music. That's a part of it. And we want to do, like I told you, the African civilization artifacts exhibition out there. We're still trying to check out the weather because it's an open air, it's an open door. How are we going to put those artifacts and stuff there? But everyone is saying yes. These two things, our culture, our food, our information, our education. So please sign in and be a private supporter. We're going to call up your name. We're going to, if you have a brand, we're going to share your brand. If you have a project, we're going to project you everything that we need, you know, to make this expo work. We will do it. It's the first ever where the diaspora and its continent meet in the middle in Germany. You know why? I've said it a couple of times here. Okay. So yes, we have our young people in the agri field. Nobody's saying it. So when we say only festivals, people always think about culture. When they think only about colorful fabrics and drums and jewelries and stuff like that. And agriculture, farming, nutrition, our vegetables, our herbs, our drinks. Nobody talks about it. You know, you don't hear it. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't hear it at our festivals. You know, it's always about culture, selling every brand. Yes, that one is also there. That's just a part of it. But this one is agriculture, agribusiness. So imagine us going and doing testings, food, our drinks, you know, just even seeing it. I saw plants, I saw veggies that are being produced and in Jamaica. I was shocked. I was like, what? What is this? And it's so popular out there. And in Panama, people eat it. Okay. Everything. So what is it that we need? We need to mobilize. Please book your tickets. I already told you. Book your tickets. Yes, Cheryl, you're saying the same thing. That's where our job creation and our industry, that's where we're going to create thousands of employment for our young people unapologetically, without no money. Acquire the land, put them back to the farms. Every civilization always became what they are. Call it world power, call it this Germany that I'm in, or everything, through its agriculture. And that's why you see people are saying Africa is the next that will feed the world because of our uncultivated area land. And we go about begging and writing CVs and looking for jobs. No, we have too much work to do. Okay, so please make sure you are a part of this exhibition. Make sure you're a part of this communication. Share and share and share. You know people in your community that are planting just salad. We see even the farmhouses in Jamaica where people put just in their on their corridors. You know, even some they cultivate. Imagine they don't even have the land that we have. They cultivate even on their flats. Okay, so you can put even buckets and you feed yourself. You grow tomatoes. You grow snails, and these are the most healthy delicacies. You grow insects, our crickets, all these things, our worms. Okay, so we have a lot. Our palm oil that is being transformed into everything. This is an agribusiness exhibition. We're going to put all the raw material, the land, the everything from station to station. You go there and you will see everything. Everything, the store, even your Louis Vuittons or your Gucci's that you keep saying. Now, why do you think that Gucci has the color of the Pan-African flag? Had you ever questioned yourself on that? We don't even think. Look at even the symbols on your Louis Vuittons or whatever you think that is it, and look at your symbols on the Mahat, everything. And I ask, and we don't even pay attention to this thing, and we will call it and start branding and like, oh, the green, red, black. Why is it getting the Pan-African colors? Did you ask that? So everything is from us, from us. So it has to go back to us. Please register your agribusiness. All our professional chefs, veggies, okay, vegetarian, all the ones that are putting out recipes there. Our people need to eat healthy now. We need to drink a lot of water and good water. Okay, we'll be getting waters from the continent for ourselves. Thank you, Jay Hadbrook. You said, welcome back, sister. Yes, thank you. Now I'm pushing up. It's almost 23. Yes, it's okay. Because it's a long time we miss yourself. So yes, please make sure you're there. Even our fabrics are going to be there, natural fabrics, handmade. But like I said, the most important thing is our food, our agriculture, our land. You know, what kind of our medicinal plants, you know, our soups. We're gonna get a soup bar there with all the types of soup, our veggies, you know, our tubers, everything. Okay. Yes, and we're also going to get a dating spot for all of us. Black Family Love. Remember, those are all our projects. Integration on the continent. Those are all information projects that we're going to put there. So when we say we have info, you know, real estate, development, all those things, we're going to get information there. So we're going to get, yes, the Black Love Family Project is going to be there. You want a woman, you want a wife, you want to build your family, you want this, it's going to be there. Register, buy your ticket. It's not gonna kill us. We already have reserved a camping space outdoor because we begin to see, because of the war in Ukraine, we don't have no hotels. Everything, you know, the government took the hotels now, and even the hostels that we used to get for the visitors in the past 15 years, there is nothing existing again. Remember, they even kicking Africans out of their places to keep the, you know, and Germans are hosting people also in their private homes. So what we did, we went so smart ahead and we got us a camping place that can accommodate 200 of us in our sleeping bags and stuff like that on the festival ground. So we have toilets and bathing, and even just close to it, the next 1 minute is the swim bath. You know, we have the swimming pool where we can, you know, relax in the sun, hear good music, and then you get the vibration, you get the information amongst your people. What kind of paradise are we looking for? Okay, let's put our black brands to sponsor, support ourselves from us to us. And we are not putting any project funding. You know me so well. No project funding in any kind of way. Because we're working with the city of this university city town here in Tübingen, Germany, one of the very, very classical towns here. And we love it so much because it has the only tropical university that is dealing with the continent and all stuff like that. So we have our researchers every year. They bring students from all across, Black students to do research in tropical medicines or whatever. But now we're going to our herbalist systems. Okay. So, but it's a kind of a cool, very nature friendly. You're not going to see skyscrapers here at the African village in Tübingen. You're not going to see that. They're not tall buildings like we saw in Panama. It's nature. So yes, when we start sharing the flyers and everything, we want, yes, and then we can do cooking. And then we see, you know, they say that how to get to the heart of a man is through the belly, the stomach. That's what our mothers always say. Feed your husband, they stay at home. If not, they go and eat somewhere else. And you know, you have to do you feed both ways. You understand what we mean? So yes, that's what we are looking to do, and we look for all your support. Like we say, if you cannot be there, sponsor someone to be there. Like in Panama, you know, my team sponsored the Pan African Daily to be there. Pan African Daily is going to have his own there. We need a lot of people that will be commenting, that will be hosting guests. If you're a guest speaker, a public speaker, a host, I'm not going to do all that thing. I don't think I'll even have time to interview one person there. And we also need people that will be going live, you know, on all the projects that will be. It's just a lot. I know a lot of people are asking, are we going to do virtual? We still don't know because Wi-Fi is not really because we took a whole village out of the city skirt, you know, out of the city. So Wi-Fi is still a challenge, but or Wi-Fi, but we are struggling. We're struggling to see if we can have a mobile Wi-Fi there. Okay. So yes, everything is good. Everything is good. We have to melt, just like we met in Panama. We're meeting now in Europe. We'll be meeting on the continent. We met in Detroit. Like we said, that one Africa Power in Unity is just now a mutation that will be continuing. Okay. The people in Hawaii, even those kings and those in Panama, they're putting up a delegation to represent Panama City, you know, at the expo, you know, also with their food and the indigenous. So yes, we want every community. Jamaica, you have to be on board. Haiti, you have to be on board. Brazil, you have to be on board. Okay. Mexico, or all. And then the continent itself, you have to be on board. Like I said, we have a lot of our chefs that have menus. They've written cookbooks and stuff like that. We see most of them even on YouTube. Write to them. Tell them to register and be a part. It is from us to us this time. Okay. All right. Thank you. Can I go now? I know I'm still jet lagging, so I'm just going to be out. But I have a lot of letters to do. I have a lot of things to do, particularly in terms of the planning. And I also still have some travelings ahead of me that are coming. And you'll be informed. We would be in touch with all that. Yes. So we have a Rutendo. Rutendo is gonna be there. You know him, an organic seed planting from Zimbabwe. He's gonna be there. King Maponga Joshua. All of them are signing. King Bongane. All of them are gonna be there. Because like we're saying, yes, it's the kings and the queens gala like we had in Panama. This is a mutation of everything that like we had in Detroit. That's where it started, the Kings and Queens Gala. And then we took it to Panama. It's also going to happen here in at the expo, the Queens and Kings Gala, because it's about our land and it's the kings and the queens that owns it. Okay. So when we just do these galas, it's not just that we wear a beautiful garments and dance around each other. Yes, that's also a part of it. But the most important thing is to put the structure of the Africa that we want through our kings and our kingdoms and our queens. Okay. So yes, that is also going to happen here in at the middle point. At the middle point. Yeah. I'm looking for a conscious sister. Yes, I told you, come to the expo. We're going to get the Black Love Family dating. Not dating, I hate that word because that's not our word. We don't date. You know, we build families. We build families. We build authentic, original thing. And there's not going to be any scamming, my brother and my sister. There's not going to be any grand. Well, we just look like this. It's a vibration. It's a consciousness. Conscious community don't scam. You meet your sisters, you have to know that these are the true ones. You will see. You would see it. I'm telling you, you're going to say, when you meet the conscious one, the first ones did not, because some kind of consciousness was not. You're going to meet the right ones now. They're the conscious ones. But don't be unconscious until you still have to meet an unconsciousness. So you're still going to do the repetition of these mistakes. That's why come through us. Like Brother Paul said, call Pan-African Daily, talk to Dr. Susan, you want to go to the continent, it's done. We get the job done. Because it's another kind of a vibration. It's another kind of a spirit. All right? And so it's the same thing. You want your woman, you want your family, you want your wife, you want to build a happy family. We would fix this. It's our time. The oneness is coming together. And so you will never see your woman as a wife or my baby mama and call some of those kind of useless names. It's your part. It's another part of you that is incomplete without you. That is our vibration. It has no age. It has no terminology. It is just what it is. And no woman is single in the African ideology and spirituality. None. Because our creator, when we created, we said we go to multiply. And when we multiply, the extension continues. If we like to just be like this or just stay like this, it's not because you're single. So some of those words like, oh, I'm single, oh, I'm available, oh, I'm this. Who taught us that? We are never. You have a lot of beautiful sisters. And you know your sister is your mother. They nurture, like you are my father, you're my king, you're my prince. It's a whole one unique thing. So we're not going to be hearing all those things, you know, my baby mama, and that's your queen. Whether you only extended this life with, it is your woman. Change your vocabulary. Change your terminologies. It's the mother of my children. What nonsense. What foolishness. Some kind of terms that don't even fit. It's your woman. Whether you're with her or not with her, it's your woman. It's respect. Too much respect. And so we don't teach our sons and our daughters to begin to use those kind of narratives, those kind of curses that we put in our mouth, and we sing it and we dance to it. It has to stop, and it has already stopped anyway. Okay? Yes. So come. We're going to line you in a line. You know, the rite of passage. And we put your queens there. And you're going to choose anyone. And that's your partner for life, for afterlife. You want to produce seed? You go and produce seed. You just want to carry on the mission of love by projecting this oneness, originality, authentic. You can do it. All right? So it's good. It's fine. We're very fine. Bring in the divine energy, like my sister Cheryl is saying, Sanobe, and all of us, Kofi, Zuma, all of us. It is. Thank you, my Queen Paula. Yes, bring in that vibration. No woman is single. No man is single. It is the illusion. It is the trap that we've been put in. Love is available everywhere. And you can die just by choking yourself into love when you are conscious. Ask me. Call me. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me your dream. But don't begin to put some conditions. That's the problem. Black love is ease. It is the way it is. The vibration is unstoppable. You meet, you melt. And that's it. And you become the one that we're talking about. Okay? So yes, we're going to do that. We're going to be doing that. And even here, it's going to also be digital. We've been talking about it. So we're not going to be like, you know, and that's the point, because we keep thinking, and we were caught into that. Now we need to build a platform where we put the couples together who is looking what? That's still the same old way of doing things that the Mzungus have been doing. When are we going to learn? We don't need all these things. Just call me. I know who your wife is. Wifey, call me. I know who your husband is. And you women, don't be afraid. Don't sit and begin to think our women, our mothers went and looked for their husbands. Don't hear any kind of these illusions that they can lie to you like, oh, a woman approach a man, then it becomes like a taboo. It's like because you're desperate. It's because who told you that? Go back to Credo Mutua, our ancestor. He told you what the ancient women and the culture were. It was our mothers who went and looked for their husbands. I want to marry you, brought them into the kingdoms. Everything that religion brought and put this patriarchy is fake. Polygamy, it was our womanhood. It was us that designed it to help each other, to support ourselves. There was nothing like a taboo in it. We design it. But if you want to go and begin to put those rules, oh no, I want to do this. Oh no, the queens sit quiet and they just go with the flow. And you think they're stupid. And you think you want to be macho. Oh no, I did. Oh, because I need to work money. Because I work money, then they see me. You're all wrong. It's not about money. Never had been about money. Because the Black Queen is the goddess, is the richest. There's nothing you can give to her. The Black King is the king, is the kingdom. There's nothing you can give to her. It takes just a vibration that melts together. Everything comes. Okay? So yes, talk to us. Don't be single. Don't go and look in places. Go to nightclub to look for a woman. What do you expect? Yes, you can still find if you're conscious. Nightclub is not a bad thing. We love dancing. We go out, we dance. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying you queens, come out of your shadows. If you see your woman and you say, this king is mine, go for him. Don't let the illusions of the world, don't let the negative narrative bring you down and you die in pain because you are married wrongly because you were waiting. Just imagine if all of us will wait and the kings are also waiting. You know, a lot of men are shy to talk to women. A lot of kings don't know how to approach you. But you are the queens that make things work. Approach them. And you can see it from their body language. All right? And don't marry only one queen. You can marry a lot. It's the same. It's our spirituality. It had always been like that. So you kings, when a woman approach you, don't come up with that with that miseducation to like, oh, you know, he's coming to me because no. Be grateful if once even approach you. Be thankful. Because the one that truly comes for you and is conscious to know I want to get my man, that's the real queen. You'll be the happiest man in life. Your kingdom would flourish and prosper and grow. Because when we touch our hands on it and selectively choose, our soul and everything is into it. Okay? When we make a decision and pin it down, we are into it. All right? So don't just sit and like, yes, it's going to be, oh, roaming here. You know it. You know what I mean. You know, you understand what I'm saying. It's not about yes or the one stop or whatever. You know when it's real. Okay? We're talking about Black family in love. We're not talking about business hawkers. That's not what we're talking here. But you can build a brand on it. You can do it. That's not my problem. But we're talking about Black family and love. And we're going to exhibit all these things at the International Expo. Because that's part of our unit that is being tempered with from the aliens. That is being broken at every second. Yes. And leave us broken. And then because the miseducated always say, oh, now you see, he's gonna be a single man and he's gonna suffer with the children. He's gonna be a single woman. And it's gonna be an open door. It's gonna be a prostitute. It's gonna be this. Who told you that? What is a man that prostitute? Where do we come with even these vocabularies? In ancient Africa, we didn't know anything like that. There was nothing existing like that. And even us, the churchgoers, and the Bible, Jesus, what did he tell you? If you call her a prostitute, just pick a stone and throw. Pick a stone. Cast a stone. Who cast it? Who cast it? So leave your queens and protect them. Protect them as much as you can. Queens, protect your king with all the energy and capacity that you have. If the ancestors take them away from you and leave you, don't worry. It's a whole plan. Move on. And like I said, don't marry one. That's what Medea told us. Medea said, why do you say yes, I do to one? Say yes, I do to so many. And you're able. We're in that capacity. Don't be fooled. Don't be miseducated. It's all fine. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Sherry said 24/7 on it. Look for your women. I know a lot of them. Most of them, we are on the executive team. We have the girls, we have our queens, we have our princesses, we have the real one. But the most difficult one is how do you fit in with the one that is your part, is your vibration? And we know that because we are mothers, we are queens, we are sisters. Okay. Yeah. So let me leave you. Thank you so much for being here. Continue to share, continue to pass on the message. Like I said, hey, get the kitchens, get our people there, uh, get to prominent people there who don't know. A lot of us are not connected because we don't know. I told you already, if I didn't go to Panama, I really would not see this kind of vibration. I will still sit here and be saying, we need to unite. You will never hear me say that again because I know the reality that has been covered. And so most of our people are out there that are looking for platforms like our own to push our work forward. They don't know. You have information about them. You have access to them. You meet them in church. You watch them. You watch them on their TV. You watch them on their YouTube. Send them a text. That's your mission. That's your work. That's your job. Okay. Write to all of them. Do you know that this is coming up in Germany? Are you a food? You watch most of their cook shows. A lot of sisters, a lot of kings that are doing recipes. Incredible one. Healthy. Nutrition expert. Okay. Herbalist. You know all of them. Whether they're in your village or in your community, this is part of the agribusiness that we're talking about. So please get them to us. Okay. Get them to us. No GMOs, no plastic. All right. Get them to us. Tell them to connect to Pan African Daily. Share our number with them. Share our platform with them. Okay. When they text me and the team on the board, our senior executive team, our young executive team, we're going to make everything work. So you bring your part, I bring my own part, and we all connect. Okay. Yes, please do it. Do it so much. Do it, and you're going to get your land free of charge from us. Do it, and we're going to send you to the continent like our brother Paul, and he's going to bring you good vibes and good stories. Do it, contribute. When we're coming up with our fundraising team and our campaign team for the expo and every other projects that we want for our young people to get equipments to go and pass on the mission, please make sure you make a commitment. You're going to be the most successful, happy person, fulfilled person in your life. Believe me, if you haven't set your alarm, you will not understand what I say. But if you had set your alarm and it rings every time, you get the point what I mean. Put your $1, put your $5, put your $10, but make it a commitment. Make it a commitment. Let it come in every time. You never will be disappointed. You will just see how your life, how you glow. You will not know where it's coming from because you laid down your life for your people. You laid down your life for the marginalized, for the poor, for the helpless, for the needy, for the hungry. You can never lack. And I can trust it on you. You never see us ride private jets because we don't want it. We don't need it. We're not just fake. You know it. The spirit tells you who is right. The ancestors direct you to the right source. That's why we're not bothering about the numbers. We want the quality. We want the 12 that conquered the world. 12 galaxies. Okay. So yes, get ready with your purses. When we come here to do our fundraising, we want to raise funds. We rallied on ADDI, and just in the one show, we raised 20,000, 30,000. We can do it. We're going to do our fundraising for this month. for the expo and for all the projects. We want to get 100,000, 200,000. We can do it. If you only share a word, it's not you that has to give 100. But imagine we want 100 and you get 100 that gives $1. The work is in the mobilization. The work is in not you alone giving. And that's why we teach the fundraising. That's why we use the village model. That's why we use the communal model. That's why we use the compound strategy. That's why we use our intelligence, our secret intelligence of the village and the kingdoms, because it was always a collective. But everybody has to put into that pot. Everybody has to drop something into that pot, because it's not the amount that you put, it is the spirit that multiplies and the vision goes on. Do I sound like a prophet or a preacher now? Please, I don't want to sound like one. But I'm just saying this is the mission. This is the mission of the giving. And that's why they say it's a blessing. I don't want to use blessing, lessening. It's a be adding. You are fulfilling by adding. And so you see people always say, no, I need to get a job before I do this. They never will get that job. No, oh, my situation is not this, but they're just hanging and lying and doing. You will not. And you see, you keep turning every day and you don't know why your life is not fulfilled. Because the Creator brought you here and gave you some things that you need to share. We're going to call this massive fundraising, and we're going to sit back and we say, yes, community to community. One for one for all for one. That's the spirit. That's the principles of justice. Means also giving. Justice means being real, being truthful. That is justice. Justice means I give. I said, we have a sister. Sherry just go, and I don't even have money. She's not the richest like all of us here. What did Sherry do? $1,000. You have to go. What did Stephanie did? What did Sinovia did? What did Sister Bentley did? You have to go to sponsor a trip out there for 10 days with ticket and food and go around and do everything, and even had to buy clothes because the bags did not come. Do you know what that is? It takes a few committed. Most give everything. And that's what they call the widow's mite in the church. It means I give everything that I just have. A widow's mite was not a negative thing to say I give only $1. No, they give everything that they have. Is Cheryl broken? Is Sinovia broken today? Is Stephanie broken because it doesn't have? On the contrary, it be add and be add and be add. So don't look at it and we're so scary about money. We're so scary if I move a $1 and then it lessens it. No, it adds and adds and adds, and begin to see it happen. That's the vibration. When you support the work of the Most High, of the Creator, of your ancestors, for unity. There's no reason we keep here. Oh, they kill our own. Oh, they had killed Gaddafi. Oh, they had killed this Nkwame Nkrumah. Oh, they killed Marcus Garvey. Oh, they killed this. Oh, we need to unite. Just put the money. Support the work of the missionaries that we are, of the messengers. You're already singing a lot. You're already dancing a lot on their grave. You're already multiplying a lot. That is all we need to do. We don't want to go and begin to put some kind of projects with some kind of aliens that you don't know what they're going to give, what they put in it. We don't even have time to sit down and put our plans, our business plan, and put all our knowledge and sell all our ideas to them. Then they will just know what you're doing there. They will just know everything. And you'll be happy. Oh, they gave me 5,000. They gave me 10,000. Oh, they gave me this. No, it's a trick. Don't do it. Bring our monies together. Do it. Commit to it. Start saving now. Every week you put us $10 there, $20 or this. It's not going to take a less. It's the same thing like you're going to buy junk and poison yourself with it. Believe me. Drink your water. You will not die. Eat ugali. Eat your vegetables. So most of us, we take the money and buy even the poison, and we be blowing up and bloating up. No. Put it on the mission of our unity. Put it there and see how you glow, how you prosper. how your ancestors bless you, how they protect you. Put it there. We're going to come up with our cash app, because a lot of people are complaining we need a cash app, we need a paper or something. All the means that you say you need, that will facilitate to you, that you give to us. We like the super stickers. Thank you, because we're also using YouTube as a platform that gives us the possibility to connect to us. So yes, they take a 30% or what percent is still also okay. So we're going to provide that format. We're going to come here and just call, and you put the money, and we will see it. We'll see how much comes in. It is a blessing to give. It's adding, it's fulfilling to give. You will not believe it. You would see how we are going to put the African village there with natural things. We don't want no plastic there. How are we going to support guest speakers or to travel and come? How are we going to keep them comfortable, feed ourselves these 4 days, but talk only about our unity business like we did in the Panama? Okay? You cannot come, support one to come. We are telling the artists, there are a lot of artists that we give sponsorship letters to them and say, go and talk to your sponsors. When they sponsor you, you come here and we're going to give them exposure and visibility. That's what we do. So if you know anyone and you say you're an artist and you're a farmer, you're an agriculturist, you're an expert, you're a nutrition, and I cannot sponsor myself, I cannot pay a ticket. That's why we're collecting these funds. When we collect these funds, we begin to see who are those that cannot travel from Haiti. They cannot pay their flight. We pay their flight. Who are those that cannot come from the continent? Because of this, we do it. That's the collective village. It's not for me. It's not for you. It's for us. All right. Thank you so much for your donations, those that were able to donate here. It is very okay to give, but it's also very okay for you to reach out to those that have. We need money in our business of unity. It's a fact. Okay. We need money to gather ourselves and teach ourselves and empower ourselves and put the structures there that we need to fund our kingdoms, to cultivate our land, to buy our own very food. And remember, it's just a circulated thing. It leaves from this pocket to the other one, but on the same pant. So you're not losing anything. Don't always think you're giving money away. You're giving a burden away that helps to create another need somewhere and then goes. That's why they say it's a circulatory thing. So when you take it and keep it, it's a curse. It's a burden because it needs to move from hand to hand for whatever reason and comes back. But it's just the same thing like trade by barter. It's the same thing like our own, right? So thank you so much. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to meet here tomorrow. I don't want to tell you anytime, but I said we're going to be bringing Jessica. We're going to be bringing Fata. We're going to bring Stephanie. We're going to bring all of us that were there, and we'll start the conversations on Panama and other things. Okay. But we're going to stay focused on our agribusiness, our artifacts, exhibition, our expo for the first time in Germany. We're going to stay so close on that. Okay. So thank you so very much. I love you all. Love you, love you, love you so much. You can do. You know it. Ooh, you know it. I'm even coming back with it. The 12 girl. Coming with so much energy and so much power. Even though we were exhausted, but it was a positive one. You know when you're tired of too much happiness. So when you're weighed with this kind of stupid burdens and you'll be like, oh, I'm tired. No, this one, the kind of exhaustiveness that we wear is just that love, too much love. That's what made us okay. So I love you with that love. I bring wonderful love from our people in the Panama. They're so loving. They asked me to tell you we love you so much that we are one. Nothing can break us. That even if we don't see, we are one. The spirit is one. We need to drum that unity, that 12-12, that solidarity. That's all we need. Okay. So yes, we're going to see us tomorrow. Tomorrow. The time is now. Pierre Yondo said the time is now to have a bodyguard. No. Yes. Don't worry. We are bodyguards of ourselves. Nothing is shaking anyone. It's the same thing we went up. People like, hey, you need a bodyguard for what? The spirit. We won. Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. And like I said, let us see us tomorrow, same time, or click your alarms, 12:12. Click your notifications, and you will see me when I come live, and you just join the conversation. Good night. We love you all. Bye-bye.
You are watching the Pan African Daily TV with Dr. Susan Tatah. The Africa we want: unity, consciousness, our culture, our spirituality, our history. One Africa for Africans worldwide. Motherland's calling its diaspora home. Join my voice. Join my team. Join my campaign. Campaign 21 hashtag 1 million subscribers on the Pan African Daily TV YouTube. Be a volunteer. Apply now. Be the new Africa.